Welcome back to The Toast. Today's episode is such a special episode because Kojers and I filmed something so exciting yesterday. As you can see from the title, Chris Appleton is a guest on today's show. If you've been a toaster for a long time, you know all the lore, which we get into with Chris at the end of this episode. However, we did something only something Jackson Claude could do, which was a live haircut with Chris Appleton. And we didn't get to show the grand reveal because he blew out Koji's hair. She seriously looked like a Victoria's Secret bombshell. And we want to do the reveal of Claudia's hair. She told Chris, do your thing. And here is the new Claudia.
Hi, everyone. I got a bob. And yes, I got a Chris Appleton bob. Don't be jealous. I'm bobbing and weaving due to Chris Appleton, okay?
If you are listening, you're missing the visual. But Claudia, this is her favorite thing to do in life, is to get a haircut and pretend
I got a bob. Obviously, I didn't get a bob. Are you guys fucking crazy? Ready for the reveal?
Show the hair. It's sickening.
Okay.
Sickening.
Go off my camera. I want to do like a big reveal, okay?
Okay. Zhuzh it up. Show us everything. It's so sick. It's so gorgeous. And now a princess. OMG.
Oh, yeah. Okay, not only did I get my hair cut by Chris Appleton, he blew it out, he styled it.
And he did not cut corners because we were ready for him to cut your hair wet.
Do it and
then you'll dry it at home. Like, no. He wasn't going to leave you with a wet head like a little rat.
Not only did he not leave me with a wet head like a little rat, he took his little kitchen shears, he cut the shit out of my hair. It's actually right behind me in an acrylic box.
Oh, yes.
There was so much hair, I couldn't believe it. So,
new decor alert. Claudia's Merkin.
ASMR. Merkin. The M in ASMR stands for Merkin. But not only did he do all that, in a matter of 35 seconds, Jackie was like, I feel like my hair feels like just like a little flat.
Just really wanted, like, I got a haircut recently, but my front pieces like aren't short enough for me, and I just want more layers. And I was so jealous of Koji's hair, like I could vomit. Chris was so funny and so nice to us. He's literally cutting my hair.
Like as we're leaving the property.
As we're walking, he's walking and cutting my hair. And I don't know.
Jackie, the way he breathed new life into you in 10 seconds. Guys, when I tell you it was not more than 1 minute long, it was insane to watch. Like obviously my whole transformation was amazing. The real magic was the back alley haircut that you got from Chris Appleton. Like when I tell you we are so obnoxious, like, oh, Chris Appleton's coming, let's all get our haircut. Like, hey, as he's leaving, we're like, hey, can you spray some color wow hairspray? We milked our opportunity for all it was worth. It's probably the only time in our lives we will get our hair cut by Chris Appleton, the same guy who does Kim Kardashian. Like, it's insane. We were not taking the opportunity for granted. And so yeah, we got layers.
Claudia actually has been looking to get a haircut while she's in Florida because she needed a haircut and she like couldn't settle on where to go. And then we're like, let's do a live haircut with Chris Appleton, which if you've been around a while is so morning breath coated.
This is like the wild shit we used to do on the breath.
Yeah, like
when we had unlimited
I got
budget.
My ears pierced live on the morning breath.
Oh my God.
We did like a baking segment with
the girl who used to make Crispies. What happened to her?
We were just always doing the wildest shit, like, and doing it live. And yesterday, I
had flashbacks.
It was actually nice because I was like, oh wow, we're still those same girls.
And I think that a resolution is we need to be doing, now that we're here together for as long as I am here, we need to be doing more Morning Glory type shit. Going on roller coasters for the podcast.
On the regular show?
Yeah.
I guess we usually save that sort of stuff for Patreon. It felt very Patreon.
Oh, it did.
You know?
But you didn't have to pay to see this. Okay. And he gave us a Color Wow promo code. It's in the episode description.
We talk a lot about Color Wow in our interview with him because we're obsessed, and he put us onto it when he came to the Toast in 2019.
And it turns out he owns part of the company. I thought he was just like a paid ambassador.
So it's Toast 20 stock up. That shit we use every day. The shellac, the pop and lock, and jam and break.
The interview/live haircut is at the end of today's episode. You guys are seriously going to crack up. It's so special. And you will actually see the transformation. Like, today versus yesterday, I have so much life. I can't stop looking at the monitor.
We can turn off the monitor.
No, we can't. We have so much life in my hair. Obviously, it wasn't a drastic haircut. I was never doing that. And Chris actually said himself, he would not recommend me getting a bob. I'm always like, I'm going to get a bob. He's like, don't. Like, I don't have the right face shape for it. No, that's not what he said. I don't have the right hair texture for it. I actually have very wavy hair. I have big, thick hair. That's not the type of gal who should be getting a bob. So that made me feel good because I'm always like, ugh, I'm so not fun. I'll never get a bob. And here, Chris Appleton is telling me not to.
Whenever I'm ready to get my bob, probably in a couple years.
Hopefully Chris is writing the sequel to his book and he'll come back.
1,000%. And I will wait for him.
The pressure to continue being a successful show so that we're on Chris Appleton's radar the next time he writes a book is on. Like the first day of the rest of our lives starts today.
1000% goals.
Now
That's goals.
we needed to tell you guys that, but I also I just had to say something, like a major correction from yesterday. This is why I really don't want to talk about Chris Baldoni, whatever his name is.
Correction
Because
again.
every time I get something wrong, which there's so much information, I'm sorry, I'm never going to get it right. And also, I'm just not one of those people. I'm not reading all the documents. So Blake and Justin both edited the movie. Blake's tested significantly worse, and they went with Blake's version.
So what's so crazy is we've been talking about this for so long, and I did not misspeak yesterday. I was completely under the impression that it was Justin's version that went to theaters.
No.
And Justin's version tested better.
It was Blake's, and hers tested worse.
That wasn't like something that I learned it wrong then.
And I just want to say, this is the most insufferable saga. We are going to talk about it,
There's
obviously,
so
because
much
Taylor
more.
Swift takes. But I had flashbacks. We haven't talked about it in a while. And then there was like a period of time where we were talking about it every day. And I'm sorry, like the Baldoni girls are just obsessed with like telling me that I'm wrong. I don't have an opinion anymore, okay? You guys have beat me into submission. I don't care. I hate all these people. Goodbye.
I also, like, I don't really have, like, a strong opinion. I can never remember whose side I'm on. And there are a lot of other ancillary players on both sides, like some of which I like and some of which I don't like.
Right.
And I can't remember, like, whose team I'm on.
Well, I think it's also getting very complicated for people with Taylor now because
Whose team is Taylor on?
Well, so now technically her and Blake are not friends, but these text messages that we're going to talk about were when they were allies, and people are saying it's making Taylor look bad. Like, it's so not. But I think people don't know how to act because this is very much a women's issue. Like, the only people who care about this who are making TikToks, reading the documents are women, and they are overwhelmingly team Baldoni, but they also love Taylor Swift, and that's always been this like sort of crossroads for people. And now I think they're trying to make it look like through these text messages, like Taylor like is a villain. She's not. Like, we'll talk about it.
What I read of Taylor's text, I didn't think reflected negatively on her.
No, people are really fixating on the fact that she like called him a whiny bitch or something, like in one of the text messages.
I cannot believe we're reading these people's text messages.
When
like,
we were reading them, I felt so uncomfortable.
I cannot get over it. Like, for a year or 2 years, we've been speculating, like, why aren't they seen together? Why aren't they hanging out? And like, now we have their text messages. Like, I don't know, like, what part of the Constitution allows us to see this, but it feels wrong.
Agreed. Like, seriously, eradicate the Constitution. Is anybody else texting differently?
Oh, or not texting at all. Now I can say that. Well, you know how I don't answer texts?
It's for my privacy. It's
for my
because of the Constitution.
Because I'm going to be subpoenaed.
No, literally, the fact that like the most elite Taylor Swift, like nobody's more famous, more powerful in the country, and her text messages are getting leaked. Like,
also,
whatever.
What does give me like a little bit of peace is like, I think Blake knew that these messages were going to get out because she had changed her tone in how she was speaking to her friends. That's what Taylor's gripe with her was.
Also, these text messages were given to the court by Blake and her team. They're meant to help Blake, although cringe and whatever.
Oh.
They are made to make it look like, look, I was under severe distress. Look, I was not in control. I was begging people for help. So they're all in support of her case. Oh, you know what? I really don't want to talk about this anymore. Every time people will be like, well, no, it's not in support of her case. Please, like, seriously, fuck
Right, because
off.
they'll be like, no, Justin's team.
Yeah, like, fuck off. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. And I also, like, I hate everyone now that's involved in this saga. Please.
Taylor, you hate Taylor.
Oh, you're one of them. You're one of them. Baldoni's
Claudia
angels.
hates Taylor Swift.
One of Baldoni's angels. No, if anything,
Baldoni's angels.
That's you.
Me.
If anything, this saga, I believe, makes Taylor look very good, and we'll talk about why.
I agree. We will get into it. We have so many stories today. I did so much homework last night.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Caught up on Tell Me Lies.
How many episodes are there?
4.
Oh, I'm all caught up.
I watched Kim on Chloe in Wonderland. That will be a story today.
Okay, good. I watched the first maybe 20 minutes of it this morning.
Great. And I read For the Redheads, Wild Dark Shore. We're recording tomorrow. We're getting our shit together this year. Still wouldn't recommend it to a friend, but I'm excited to.
You wouldn't recommend the podcast to a friend?
Wouldn't recommend the book to a friend.
Oh, that's what you made it. The Redheads, like, we're getting our shit together. Still wouldn't recommend it to a friend.
Oh, sorry. We're getting our shit together, period. Enter, new paragraph, tab. I wouldn't recommend this book to a friend.
Tabula rasa.
Tabula rasa. I wonder if that's what tab is short for. You know,
Wait, yeah, because you're like starting fresh. Wait.
1000%.
Wait.
Or like a new tab. That's tabula rasa. 1000%.
God. Where does the abbreviation tab come from?
The Latin.
Not being able to talk to text. Etymology. Okay, like you're getting the, okay, tablet, tabulation, or tabulator.
The tablet is for tabula rasa. Like a blank tablet. I believe.
What language is tabula rasa?
Latin.
Okay, so let me say the Greek root So the
What is the
abbreviation
Greek root
tab
for
comes from tabula, and rasa is table.
Tabula.
Oh my God. Like, not just us being a part of etymology.
It's so true.
Love that.
Tabula. Rasa.
Tabula.
I'm tabula. You're rasa.
You're really not meeting me in the middle. Okay.
Yeah, so that's your English lesson for today.
So we actually have like a lot to do. You know, I do love to dilly-dally.
In the midst of the stories,
between Tell Me Lies, the Chris Appleton review, the Taylor Swift text messages. Like,
oh, this episode is going to be
3 hours long.
Nalafi Central.
Yeah.
So I feel comfortable getting into the Fast 5 stories that you do need to know.
And the Fast 5 stories that you do need to know are brought to you by Skims, our favorite place to shop for bras and underwear. So Skims website, they also have they have a big store, a flagship store now in New York City. They're really crushing it. Has become my go-to destination for all things undergarments. And I feel like through different stages of my life, I've had different needs for my undergarments. And I feel like my needs now, I'm needier than ever when it comes to bras and undies. I'm just off of a pregnancy, off of a breastfeeding journey. And I can't just like walk into any store and get a bra. I need a store that specializes in woman. And that's basically what Skims does. That's not like their official slogan. I just made that up. So underwear does not need to be an afterthought. You'll realize once you start wearing good underwear, like how you've just been slumming it your whole life. So some of my favorite products from Skims come from their Fits Everybody collection. It really fits everybody. They're super size inclusive too, especially when it comes to bras. I feel like people talk about size inclusivity a lot, but not when it comes to bras. I think they have like over 60 bra sizes. It's just really everything. They have really managed to make products for women of all shapes, colors, sizes. It's fabulous. Shop our favorite bras and underwear at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know that the toast sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. And if you're looking for the perfect gift for your Valentine, because you know they make lots of sexy wares over at Skims, you can shop for your Valentine or for yourself. The Skims Valentine shop is now open, so make sure to check that out. Today's episode is also brought to you by Rocket Money. It's the beginning of the year. I feel like no better time for me to talk about my favorite app than Rocket Money. A lot of us have tons of subscriptions. This is the age of subscriptions, whether it comes to streaming services, subscription boxes, monthly deliveries, things like that. And it is so easy to forget. You move credit cards, you move apartments. You don't even realize you're being charged for things that you haven't been using in years. For me, I found out through Rocket Money that I was being charged for, multiple services multiple times. It was very frustrating. Well, Rocket Money is here. They are a personal finance app to help you with all of your financials, but a lot of people go to Rocket Money because of the subscription ender helper. So Rocket Money has tracked subscriptions and the ability to cancel subscriptions within their app just with a few taps, saving time and avoiding, extraneous charges, which is my nightmare. Their automatic transaction categorization across accounts, plus customizable categories and tags, reveal your spending patterns. They add context. They help you save. They help you cut back. If you're looking to save up for a purse or something, they can help you with that if you have a certain financial goal. The gateway drug is the subscriptions, because I think everybody needs to do that like multiple times a year. It adds up so quickly and you really do forget. Did I do Apple Pay? Did I do credit card? Did I do this card? Did it get canceled? Did I move apartments? Well, Rocket Money helps you reach your financial goals and it helps you do it faster. So join at rocketmoney.com/toast. That's rocketmoney.com/TOAST. rocketmoney.com/toast. Let the beginning of the year be your journey to financial wellness. It is just something you'll sleep better. You'll find Rocket Money is not necessarily a sleep aid, but I think it's a gateway sleep aid. Today's episode is also brought to you by Ollie. As you guys know, Jackie loves her dog.
Yes, Jackie loves her dog.
So dogs are everything. They really are to some of us. And no, I'm totally kidding. Dogs, they deserve that fresh start too. It's the new year. We're taking care of ourselves. Take care of your dogs. Start feeding them better. You will notice a huge difference in your dog's just overall wellness when you switch them to Ollie. So Ollie has, just premium food quality. It is human grade recipes backed by vet nutritionists and crafted with culinary experts. Dogs love the taste. Even the pickiest eaters will show more excitement during mealtime. It's a better experience. So their tailored meal plans meet your dog's specific needs. Their perfectly portioned meals come in mess-free packaging, and it comes with a scoop for easy serving and a storage container for zero fridge stank. I think a lot of people think that switching to like fresher food is like just a burden because like your whole fridge smells and it's gross. I like the way they package it over at Ollie. It's very nose conscious, which I appreciate. It's also one-of-a-kind technology. So the Ollie app offers on-demand health screenings where you can tap real experts for pup peace of mind. They use data from the Ollie pack to develop new recipes and products for your dog. Your dog's well-being starts with their food, and that's why Ollie delivers fresh, human-grade food that your dog will love. Head to ollie.com/toast, tell them about your dog, use our code TOAST to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today. Plus, they offer a happiness guarantee on their first box, so if you're not completely satisfied, you will get your money back. So that's Ollie, OLLIE.com/toast. Enter code TOAST for 60% off your first box.
Thank you, your first Turt.
You're welcome.
Our first story, very exciting news out of Netflix yesterday. Couple things for the girlies. First up, Alex Earle sets a new Netflix reality show about her family. Yesterday, it was announced that Netflix will be debuting an Alex Earle reality series this year. Per the streamer, the show will spotlight the Gen Z it girl's modern family, including her influencer sister Ashton and her group of friends. It promises to document the real-time messiness of a young woman in transition. So this has been talked about for a while now, working title Earl Girls. I don't know if this is Earl Girls, but we are finally getting Alex Earle reality TV show.
Yeah, and I also feel like I don't know in history or recent history a time where Netflix has teased a project before it's even been filmed. I feel like we find out something because of the trailer or like a cover art. I think they picked up cameras like literally yesterday.
Oh, really?
I feel like I feel like Netflix is like so in development on this. I feel like I just got the vibe that they're investing like a lot of money in this.
Yeah, so she said in a statement, I share a lot of my life on social media and people think they know everything there is to know about me and my family, but honestly, there's still so much more. We are so happy that the show found a home with Netflix. At its core, this show is about our fun, loving, and sometimes chaotic modern family and how we always show up for each other through it all. That sounds filmed.
Oh, really? I did not get the vibe that like it had been filmed. I feel like if Alex was like out and about with a whole ass camera crew, like we would have known about it.
Yeah.
And also, they would have teased with like a little something. It was like this pre-made clip of her at the Netflix office, like cute little skit. I just got the vibe that it has not been filmed yet.
Got it. Well, it's very exciting nonetheless. I do hope Sally's in it because it did.
She is. Alex posted a picture. She said like her friends will be a part of it, and then she posted a picture of all these cameras and like Sally sitting in the middle of them.
My girl.
Okay, what do you feel like this means for the Nader sisters? Don't you feel like the description sounds exactly like what their show is?
Yes, but I think I can personally, as the target demo
Make
for
space
both of
for
the
both.
shows, hold space for both, especially as they withhold season 2 of Love Thy Nader from us.
Quite literally.
And like maybe we could get on a schedule where I'm either watching Love Thy Nader or Earl Girls. Also, everything takes up about a week now.
Yeah.
So I have 51 other weeks of the year to watch beautiful sisters doing things.
We probably have like 45 other weeks because we've got like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which lasts 1 week.
Right.
Saucy shows coming out.
Right. So I have the time. Do not worry about me making time for beautiful sisterly content.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much lore with her family. We talk about it all the time. So I do think a reality show is perfect. I'm dying to know more about her dad. He's very much involved. They talk about him. I don't think we hear from him a lot. He's in the background. So he's married to, obviously, Alex's stepmom, who is a content creator herself, too. She posts a lot of, like, fashion stuff, wealthy woman content, very hunting wives. And you see him in the background. He's, like, curmudgeon businessman. So I am really looking forward, because he's fascinating, obviously, his history as well. So I am so looking forward to this. I will be the first person watching. I love that she did this. There was a lot of talk when she first got famous about like her pitching a show. I don't know if she pitched it unsuccessfully or she decided it wasn't the right time, but this is so premium, doing it in partnership with Netflix. People are so excited. I'm so excited. It's going to be great.
It is going to be great. Netflix also announced that they will be home to a couple more podcasts, video podcasts, including Therapist with Jake Shane, 48 Hours, and Stassi with Tay. So Stassi announced yesterday that she's rebranding her podcast Stassi, now to be Stassi with Tay, with Taylor Strucker as a permanent co-host, and the videos will live on Netflix.
So Netflix is snatching them up. And I'm kind of waiting for other streamers to do it. Like Hulu has the Tell Me Lies podcast, which now like is on Hulu, which I think is a good gateway to podcasts. But I feel like everyone's kind of slipping.
I think Peacock has a Traders podcast that's on Peacock.
Okay, so I like the post-show It's just called an after show. They don't need to call it a podcast if they're just putting it on the streaming service. But sure. No, I mean, like if they really want to get into the game, like people are not signing up for Peacock so they can watch the Traders podcast.
And there's difference between like an after show, post show for the show that you're doing in promotion of the show versus just like a random podcast that has nothing to do with like pre-existing content.
And because I saw people talking about this more, like labeling things as podcasts so you can do non-union projects, and having like a streamed after show being labeled as a podcast does feel like a workaround to the union issue.
I can't believe if it really is just all about like cutting out SAG-AFTRA.
I don't think it's all about that, but I think it's an added benefit. Like, look, podcasts are so low lift. More people watch podcasts than most cable TV shows, and a podcast costs $100. And
well, no.
You can rent
the
a
ones
studio.
that are on Hulu and Netflix.
No, of course. I think this is great. And also, they're coming for YouTube's neck. I wonder if YouTube, because a lot of, up until recently, most podcasters who filmed their videos, you put it on YouTube for free. You know,
that's the video platform for podcasts.
And now, if you're on Netflix, you're not allowed to upload your new episodes.
So I wonder if YouTube will now pay podcasts to stay on YouTube.
Some people are paid exclusively to stream their video on Spotify. So Spotify's in the game. They're taking people from YouTube. Netflix is now in the game taking people from YouTube. I wonder if YouTube's going to accept their pussy up, or if Apple will ever give us a video podcast.
Oh.
Remember them?
Well, that would just change everything.
That would bust this case wide open.
Yeah. Well, rising tides raise all tides. Very exciting for the industry.
Ben did not know that podcasts were on, so I went to go show him. And there's not like a category I literally searched podcasts, and it was the #1 trending search on Netflix. So people are obviously looking for it. They need to add like a tab.
Yeah.
Eula Rasa. That's Eula Rasa.
They do need to add a tab
or something like.
Yeah. Well, very exciting. Good work, Netflix.
Good work, Netflix.
Like to see you making good decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Our next story, just to sort of circle back, Blake Lively and Taylor Swift's text reveal why their friendship began fracturing. Miss my funny, dark, normal-speaking friend, Taylor says.
It does reveal a little bit that like things were on the rocks, but I don't believe that their 10-year friendship ended because Blake was talking different,
So no, but this was the beginning. So
cracks.
In legal docs unsealed on Tuesday before a summary judgment hearing in Lively's ongoing lawsuit against Justin Baldoni, an apparent text message exchange between the former best friends included in the filing gives insight into their relationship. While the text messages do not include the stars' names, other documents in the filings describe the exchange as a conversation between Lively and Swift. So Blake says, quote, I have no reason to ask, but I don't know. I've been feeling like I should. Is everything okay? I felt like a bad friend lately because I was such a sad sack who only talked about my own shit for months. You were generous to not only be the key person there for me during all of it, but also to let me off the hook for being so in it. I always want the opportunity to be a better friend if there's something I unintentionally did. I know how busy and taxed you are physically, emotionally, practically, so I don't expect any more from you ever. Just want to make sure all is good.
Okay, and let's just talk about that, okay, before we see Taylor's response. I'm curious, like, what she was reading into. She obviously was reading, because Taylor's like, no, you're right. I feel like she must have been freaking, like, at the time. Taylor's response.
Taylor said, not wrong, but it's also not a big deal. She said, I think I'm just exhausted in every avenue of my life, and in recent months had been feeling a little bit of a shift in the way you talk to me. Yes, there has been a lot of Justin stuff, but I've been through things like this before, and I know how all-consuming it is. It's more like, and I feel really bad saying anything about this because your texts have been so nice in their intent, but your last few, it's felt like I was reading a mass corporate email sent to 200 employees, and it feels awful to be in any way critical of you, to be in any way critical of any way you process what you've been going through, but I just kind of miss my funny, dark, normal-speaking friend who talks to me as herself. And I know you feel attacked from all sides for ridiculous reasons, so you're feeling like you have to overly explain things, but it's me. That's just caused a little distance, and you don't need to apologize. Just come back, please.
Okay, like, to be honest, that is like such a nice text message because I'm sure she was insufferable. I think everybody can relate to a saga where like your friend is really in something and like you're helping them along with it. It does get exhausting. And I'm sure Taylor never would have said anything if Blake didn't just outright ask. So I actually appreciate her honesty, and I think she delivered it in a really kind of lovely way. The fact that we are reading this,
but it makes me feel better that you said that Blake put forth these text messages.
Yes, that's what I read this morning. So like, please, if I'm wrong, I can't. I'm not going to be right about everything.
From what I just read, that's what it sounded like was her filing.
Yes, and it's all meant to prove and support her case of whatever she's pleading to the court. It's just crazy. And I imagine any shred of hope that her relationship with Taylor would be reparable, her supplying these messages to the court for public consumption, Taylor, it's an unforgivable thing.
But also sexual harassment?
Yes, right. Sexual harassment.
Yeah. So then,
but it's also she's being sued. She's suing.
Yeah.
He's claiming they took over the movie like it was a small country. Like, yeah.
So she responded by saying she's become digitally paranoid. So that sort of like clues you into the fact that she but thought maybe one day someone would be reading these text messages. And so maybe they're a little bit more tailored than they would have been. She said, so yeah, I've been texting like I'm writing, not like me talking. I didn't realize that until you pointed it out, but I see it. On top of that, I'm over packaging simple things because I felt so deeply misunderstood that I don't trust my judgment of myself anymore. This fucking guy and what he did to me gave me an identity crisis, legitimately. She then said, the thing that spooked me most in all of this, though, wasn't the bad guys being bad guys. It was the good guys, my lifelong friends.
Quote.
Tilda.
Yeah.
Allies to women. It's getting like SpongeBob.
Yeah,
allies to women. Who quietly dipped. And so I'm probably being over the top with my friends who stayed because I've never felt more alone. She then thanked Taylor and apologized. No, you, to me and to our kids. Fuck that guy and fuck his whole gaggle of supervillains.
No, I know.
So this exchange took place, I keep wanting to know, 3 days before Taylor wrapped her tour.
Yeah, so they had just recently been spotted out together. So there was no...
When was that?
When they were at Corner Store, right?
When did she wrap her tour? In December? Like, I can't remember with International.
Right. I'm just like, I know we're not supposed to say this, but like reading that text message just like really made me feel bad for Blake. Like, I know whatever you want to believe, like it's just pathetic. Like it really is. And like this is like her one remaining friend and they're not even friends anymore. Like it's just, I feel bad. I do. Sorry.
Yeah. I feel bad too.
The exchange goes on. Like it's resolved nicely. It's not like they're not fighting. They're like, really, it's such a mature conversation.
Yeah.
And they do resolve it being like, I'm going to bed, but like, love you, here for you. Like, obviously it shows cracks in the friendship, but this is not where it ended.
But what does it prove in Blake's case?
I have no fucking idea. Like, please.
We need a documentary. Not that I want more of this, but I do need someone to spell it out for me, like in an unbiased fashion, if that's even possible. And then there was also messages released between Jamila Jamil.
Not Jamila Jamil getting
And
involved.
so she's Team Baldoni.
Yeah, she called Blake a suicide bomber, which
they're like cackling at all these TikToks that are going around. So it's like, I don't like that.
Yeah. And I just am at a place where I find Jamila Jamil insufferable. So like, I'm going to be on whatever side she's not on.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. There's players on both sides where it's like, I'm not on any team here because I'm not getting along with all the teammates.
Yeah, right. No, it's very confusing.
And I'm not aligned.
And then people are like freaking about the Ben Affleck email because apparently I didn't know this. There's like a lot of lore between Ben Affleck and Blake Lively. They filmed a movie together called The Town. She was with Penn Badgley. He was married to Jen Affleck. And there were rumors that they hooked up on set.
He's married to Jen Affleck.
Yeah.
With, Jennifer Gardner.
What was wrong with what I said?
No.
Her name was Jenna. Like they were married. Jen Affleck.
Yeah.
He was married to Jennifer Gardner. There were rumors, and then like right after those rumors came out, he was spotted walking with Jen Affleck with a black eye. Like, so it's like funny lore. But apparently they're on great terms enough that she could ask for him to take a look at her edit.
Yeah. And those emails were also very over the top. I wound up reading them.
That's so her. Like, don't you see her talking like that?
It is, but I also can imagine if you're her friend and she wasn't always that formal and now she's talking like this because she's just like
scared,
dotting her I's, crossing her T's, like everything. It's a lot.
No, it's insufferable, like to be with a friend who's going through this like enormous thing and you want to be there for them, but it can be very draining.
Yeah.
So I relate to Taylor. People are like freaking that like in her private text messages, which she never thought the worst thing she said was like little bitch. If the worst thing I said about somebody my friend hates ever got leaked, you would never fucking see me again. I say the most vile shit, okay, about people that I hate. This is Taylor's worst, most deep, evil thought. Like little bitch. Oh, girl. People are like, she's not bad. Like, seriously, I feel like she wrote hard for her friend and her friend's enemy. Like, do we not know that about Taylor? Like, she loves her friends. I don't feel like it was, like, even remotely bad. I'm not understanding, like, the Taylor, people are like, this makes Taylor look so bad.
I don't think so at all.
I don't think it makes her look bad at all.
But I wonder, like, what became the thing. that really ended their friendship, because like this is like, we're sort of cooling off and then they do reconcile, but now they're in a place where they don't like talk, they don't follow, they don't see each other, the kid, so something more stuff has happened.
And TMZ is saying that Justin Baldoni is now not going to be calling Taylor Swift as a witness. Like everything they've gotten subpoenaed is sufficient.
Sufficient for what?
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
So that's the latest today, and it's not even March yet.
I just want to say, I've seen like a lot of people being like, please have a legal expert on like to talk about the Baldoni case. I would rather claw my own eyes out
absolutely
than listen
not
to like a lawyer read me these depositions. I would actually rather be dead.
Absolutely not. Are you ready for our next story?
More than you even know.
Kim Kardashian went on Chloe in Wonderland and talked about a lot of different things. One thing that might have surprised people, saying that she still listens to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it feels like she had a couple of things she wanted to clear up. And so she went on a super safe podcast, because I found the conversation about North very interesting. I didn't people have a lot to say every time North is spotted out. She wears like lots of crazy colored hair and piercings and like, spiky chains. And people are like, what 12-year-old is dressing like that? And I think Kim wanted the opportunity to explain. I found that part really interesting, just about how she actually lives in a really strict house, but the one area where she lets North just sort of like freeball it as like a creative is her wardrobe. And, she's the parent of an artist, son of an artist. Like I really appreciated that insight. Also, like her homeschooling thing sounds crazy.
Yeah.
She has a brand building class. I'm dead.
Yeah, she makes hats and sells them.
Right. Like, oh, you want to learn about math? Let's build a business. How many hats do you need to sell to make back your money?
She like goes to FIT for fashion camp over the summer. Like she's very immersed in fashion, and that's obviously her creative outlet. Plus she also produces.
Right.
And yeah, I think Kim like wanted to explain that as best as she could, but
I
also
thought she did a good job.
I thought so too, but I also feel like
I never
she knows what she's doing. Like she doesn't have to explain it to people.
Yeah.
She did talk about their parenting, which I found was so interesting. They talked a little bit about like their differences in parenting, but Kim was even talking about her differences in parenting her different children. She said like the older two have devices, and like she was kind of like learning on the job, and now she does different things with the younger two, like lessons learned from the older two, which was I thought so interesting.
I mean, I imagine huge lesson learned with that Roblox thing. Like
yeah, now the younger two like don't have devices, even though like Saint and North had them at those ages.
I think Chloe is the strictest parent.
Yeah. Well, then Kim clarified
Not
she's
strict.
She's just very scheduled and regimented. But as far as like discipline, they didn't really touch on that.
It's a very hot button issue. And the one time they did touch on it, when Corey wanted to smack one of Scott's kids, it was a really uncomfortable
Yeah. But there's
situation.
other like forms of discipline,
No, of course,
like
right,
boundaries.
but then without smacking. Yeah.
Yeah. So it would have been interesting to hear more. I love when people talk about parenting. We've been talking about like parenting styles a lot. But then Chloe also says her kids are still little comparatively.
Yeah.
So it's like she hasn't had to like make these big decisions yet about them.
Did you feel like the format of the episode was just like a little weird? How Chloe just opened up with like rapid fire? That's like a game you do at the end.
Yes, I did. And I imagine it's like difficult for Chloe when she's interviewing her family, where it's like she knows everything about them. So to ask questions as if she's someone who doesn't is kind of difficult. So she's trying to ask like fresh questions for the audience. She wants her sisters to be comfortable, but it's kind of hard to know where to kick off. So it more so felt like there are a couple stories that she feels like her sister should tell. And so she's prompting them to get them to tell those stories. There were moments where like it flowed better and it was really enjoyable, but then other times it felt very like next question.
The podcast is very relaxing. Like visually, it's really aesthetic, very neutral tones. They both, the Kardashians are often accused of like being monotone, and they are like soft speakers. So when the conversation wasn't like so titillating, I did find it boring, just because it's meant to like lull you to sleep. I'm in Wonderland. Like it felt like a dreamlike state.
Yeah. There's a part 2 coming out that's meant to be like even juicier, but a couple things that they talked about the elephant Birkin. Kim wanted to clear up the elephant Birkin. She said it was fake, that it was from the set of All's Fair.
What's the elephant Birkin saga? Please remind me.
You told me about it. She was spotted wearing an elephant Birkin, which is like
a Birkin made out of an elephant?
Yeah, from the 80s, and it's like an elephant, which is like
all right. I mean, I guess it's not like freshly made. They obviously don't do that anymore. Like,
but she said that she no longer wears furs that aren't vintage. She won't buy new fur. Ellen DeGeneres like converted her and like spoke to her about it. And so Ellen messaged her about the elephant Birkin, was like, what is this?
And Kim said it's fake.
And Kim said it's fake, because on the set of All's Fair, she would bring some of her Birkins, but they also had some, so she would like pick one up. what is she doing with a fake Birkin?
She shouldn't have admitted that because now it's like, well, which of your other bags are fake?
I thought that was so odd. Then they did a segment about Kardashian Closet explaining how it's a...
They are so passionate about clearing the name of Kardashian Closet because they did a whole thing on it on the season, and I feel like that put it to bed for me.
It did, I get it. And they did it again on the episode. I was like, I just watched this on the season.
Except I would have loved if the Kardashians had a thrift store called Poor Little Rich Girl, and you could go thrifting through the Kardashians' closet. It's like a physical store. That's what it was supposed to be before Kardashian Closet.
But it would be in LA and we would never go. Now Kardashian Closet, anyone can buy from there. She said consignment stores buy from there, collectors. It actually is a really great project and it's great for Cece. But I felt like that had been thoroughly covered.
It didn't bear repeating.
So there wasn't a lot of new tea.
Except the Taylor,
but we knew that.
Yes, and it's just the same sort of tone from Kim. When Kim, the last time she was asked about this was literally Watch What Happens Live, Plead the Fifth. And he was like, where are you at with Taylor Swift and the beef? And she was like, over it. Very flippant about the whole situation, which is easy to have that tone about it when you weren't the injured party, because that is so not like Taylor's. Taylor fucking hates Kim. She's still writing songs about her. It's her Roman Empire. It's the worst thing that ever happened to her. It's what Blake is referring to when she's talking about when you went through your thing. It is and Kim is like, yeah, I'm over it.
I still listen.
How nice for you.
But she also listens to the old music. She makes sure to say that. She does. So I feel like the new music is literally about her. What is she going to be listening to? What's the one?
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy. So yeah, she says it's on her playlists. And I feel like they think that that's juicy, but we did know that already. I guess we just know everything.
It's also almost impossible to not listen to Taylor Swift. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so embedded in, especially she has kids. Shake It Off is fucking, I hear it everywhere now. It's almost impossible to avoid the music. And I'm sure it's harder to avoid the music. I'm dying to know if any of those kids went to the Eras store, in a secret suite or whatever.
Yeah. They called Jonathan in the middle of the show.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess people thought they're not friends anymore.
I kind of haven't thought about them as a duo in a while. I might have thought the same. But they're good?
Yeah, they're great. He was in Miami. He was talking about Chris's party. Kim was saying that they're not throwing a party like that again for a while because it was very expensive. So I think
70th.
Yeah, of Chris. Mm-hmm. So it was really relaxing.
I would have liked for her to talk about that Meghan Markle photo thing.
Well, she did say, should we talk about the party crasher? And then they were in the middle of conversation and that was it.
Excuse me, rewind.
Yeah.
But wouldn't she have said party crashers if the both of them?
Perhaps. But I felt and honestly, that's a shit we want to hear about.
No, and Kim said at the very beginning, she said, I knew I was going to do Chloe's podcast, but we were only going to do it if we could make it really juicy. And I'm sorry, it is a public service. You need to tell us what the fuck happened with those pictures.
It's true. So she said the second part, that's how you tease the part.
Of course.
That's going to be more juice. So we'll see. But that's what we need to know.
Yeah, there were a couple of questions. I actually was just I've always been randomly curious about what is Kim's natural hair? She was anytime you see me in a bun, that's my natural hair.
But she said the length is what Chloe's was, which was here.
Yeah, and also that she does stem cell injections.
She does
keep her hair growth. Yeah,
because she's had a journey.
I think when you get your glam done so much, it's obviously,
when you bleach your hair, when you have extensions, when you have wigs, I
think a lot of celebrities have 3 strands of hair.
Yeah,
just from the wear and tear over the years.
Yeah,
so she does stem cell injections in addition to the supplements and the serums and things.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, but it was really just Pargy content.
Yeah, it was. Give us more of that.
I love. Mm-hmm. And then I started watching Kylie's a little bit because it came on after.
This is why the Kardashians for a while have needed an in-house podcast. I know it took Chloe a long time to be able to do anything public facing without having an anxiety attack. So I'm respectful of that. But they needed this a while ago because anytime there's something to talk about, remember when Kim needed to address Balenciaga and she went on that really random podcast just because it was a safe thing where she could say her piece? They have needed this for a while.
Yeah, but they didn't even approach it in that way. I guess she talked about North and the Elephant Birkin, which were 2 things that were going on. Oh, she talked. They also talked a lot about AI content about them.
Oh,
how you see those AI photos of Chloe and Victor Wembanyama walking on the beach.
Oh, that's funny.
So they talked about that and how when Luka Doncic was traded to the Lakers, there was a fake comment from Kim being like, guess I need to learn Slovenian.
I'm cracking up.
And then there was a comment from Luca, which no one knows if it was fake or not, being like, no, you don't.
Oh, God. But Kim's comment was real?
No, she said no, it was not
funny.
real. So it's just like so awkward. And
that shit's so annoying. Like,
it's so annoying. And then there was something else that was fake that they wanted to address. So like they were talking about all this stuff that's like that aren't like the real things that people talk about, but I guess sort of funny.
Yeah.
Like, and also the elephant Birkin, like she felt like she wanted to address that. Oh, the question from Chloe, which was like, did you ever feel like there was something that your career like would not come back from? And Kim was like, a million times, but she talked about the divorce again.
Which?
Chris Humphries.
Oh, no. It's so funny how that's like
for me, I feel like that was the
first time we ever doubted
for them.
Yes, but now in hindsight, like it's interesting that she still like thinks about that.
I think that was a really scary time because she wasn't as big as she is now, and like she had
now there's really nothing they couldn't come back from.
Right, because they're just like
bigger
supernovas. But at the time, it was a really big deal, and like
it was devastating for her fans. Yeah,
because we really shipped them.
We felt like we got played, especially you remember that big drama where there was like a scene in Kardashians that was filmed totally later and cut in to make it look like Kim was always having doubts. It was like a fake scene where they like blacked out the car. It was so obvious. So we really felt like we were being duped by people who were supposed to be the opposite of that.
Yeah. And it's not like I felt like the marriage was a lie or it was fake. It just felt all very like sort of careless. And
he was a nice boy. Like, obviously, like, you know, in the reality show that he was brand new on, he didn't say and do everything right. But I do believe he was like a nice boy whose life they really effectively ruined.
Yeah. So I think
and justice for that sister.
She's right to see that time as like the most precarious in her career.
Yes.
So it was, interesting. But there's also so much more they could touch on. So I'm excited for part 2.
Yeah.
Next story is actually going to be a half story. It's going to be some movie news.
I like that.
Subset A is Oscar nominations dropped today. Sinners leads with 16 nominations, and then One Battle After Another follows with 13.
I feel like I don't care about the Oscars. Like I know I said I was going to try and watch the movies, but they all look, you know, more dreadful than the other. There's like a couple big headlines. Timothy was nominated, which is just great. Kylie will most likely.
For the Kylie stands.
And it's really looking like, I don't know what Polymarket is saying, but he definitely has a really high chance of winning. He has won almost every award in this circuit until, you know, this point. So,
and he's up against Leo, Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan in Sinners, and Wagner Moura in The Secret Agent.
You know, the greats. It must be very humbling for him.
Well, Wagner Moura won that other category at the Golden Globes.
Oh, right.
So
Because now it's a consolidated. It's literally Timothy versus Wagner.
Timothy v. Wagner. So it'll probably go to Ethan Hawke.
I will quite literally only be tuning in for Kylie. So if the Oscars knows what the fuck is good for them, they will let Timothy win. It's just like, I need to see that movie. Well, I've heard it was amazing. Like
Kate Hudson is nominated.
For Blue Songbird Blue?
Blue Songbird Blue. That's major.
Good for her. I love Kate Hudson. Like, actually, I don't know if there are a lot of people in Hollywood I could not say one negative thing about. Like, there's nothing about Kate Hudson's career, personal life, style that I don't like.
Yeah. Nothing.
Running Point was great. No big scandal.
Yeah.
She must sleep. That's why she's like, her skin is so clear. Like, she just sleeps well.
Restful 8 hours.
She was born wealthy. She never had to worry about money. Like,
deep REM, but turned out well despite
the odds being stacked against her.
Yeah.
She's a queen for that. And now she's an Oscar nominated queen. And then the other big news is that Wicked was completely snubbed. No Ariana, no Cynthia. Like, do you even go? I don't think the movie was nominated for any category.
It might have been nominated for like music, no?
No. Their original songs were left out of the original song category.
Not that I have a lot against Wicked. I
have a couple of things.
But
I'm kidding.
I kind of just like love the drama of that.
No, I like that I hate when people so obviously do things like for a reason. And them making 2 movies was just like a money grab. And them creating really bad original music for the second movie was to get an Oscar nomination. And so when you try really hard to get something and you don't get it, haha.
Wait, so they won't even go? Why would they go?
Unless it's like as a presenter, but no. Do you get invited? I mean, of course, Ariana and Cynthia can go wherever they want. But like, if they wanted to go, I'm sure they could sneak an invite.
But they shouldn't go because they've been like thoroughly snubbed. Best Original Song, Dear Me from Diane Warren, Relentless.
Give it to Diane Warren. Has she still not won?
I don't think
What is
she's
it, like
won,
60 nominations?
But like Golden is nominated from K-Pop Demon Hunter.
We're going up, 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 it's our moment. You know together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Give it to them.
Like, seriously, give it to them. That was the song of the year from the movie of the year. I Lied to You from Sinners.
Like, those people, whoever is nominated for Golden, like, will most likely, oh no, I don't think you can win a Tony, but they'll be EGOTs. They'll win a Grammy for it.
Yeah.
And not an Emmy. Sorry. Okay, so they'll be a go.
Grammy.
Oscar.
Okay, yeah, but they seem very talented and they can
well
go
on their way
to win Emmys and Tonys. Sweet Dreams from Viva Verde and Train Dreams. So obviously Golden should win, and if Golden doesn't win because they just like to be different, I vote Diane Warren.
Me too. Like, seriously, she is Leonardo DiCaprio of the musical industry, and she deserves her flowers.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Miley didn't get nominated. She did a song for Avatar. That's messed up stuff. So yeah, Oscars.
Looking forward to seeing Kylie there.
Yeah. Some more movie news is Sydney Sweeney will star in an Edith Wharton adaptation, Custom of the Country.
Just when you think you know Sydney Sweeney, she's being an OnlyFans model on Euphoria, and then she's being like a lesbian boxer. Here she is being a socialite in the Gilded Age. And you know,
named Undine Spragg.
She's so Udine. There is actually interesting backstory behind this. It was originally greenlit as a TV show on Apple starring Florence Pugh, but Apple, I think, thought it was going to be too expensive, and it's quite literally the Gilded Age. Like, they already did it. No one's going to do it better than Julian Fellows. And it got canceled, and now it's being like repurposed in a movie form.
Honestly, it has all the makings. So it's called Custom of the Country. It is
she's like this ne'er-do-well who's trying to crack into high society.
Yeah, she's an ambitious Midwest woman who attempts to ascend the social ladder in the turn of the century New York, Gilded Age, as described in the official press release. Undine Spragg is armed with beauty, daring hustle, and sheer force of will and unwavering ambition. She battles an entrenched elite, fearlessly courting controversy until love and fortune align.
Now, I have to see The Housemaid, so I'm like a little behind, but I just haven't like quite figured out yet if Sydney Sweeney's a terrible actress. Because when I watched her in Euphoria, I was dazzled. I was like, oh my God, she is the talent of our generation. And then I watched her in Anyone But You, and I said, how did this girl get out of community theater? Like, it was shocking to see. I do believe those are the only things I've seen her in. So, like, I don't know where I personally landed in her acting ability. So
the White Lotus, she was like...
she was great.
She was great. But that's, no offense, like an easy job to like sit on a beach chair and be a bitch.
That's how I also feel about Euphoria. Like, she's just this like young girl playing a young girl, like a modern...
I think playing Undine Spragg will be really telling.
Yeah.
And if she can like transport us and it just doesn't feel like we're watching Sydney Sweeney in the like a petticoat.
Yeah, right. Like, if she's like, it's gonna either be like a dazzling performance or like a live action role play.
Yeah.
Of her like doing a Civil War reenactment.
But it sounds really good, and I'll be sad.
Yeah, I do think people are like hyper fixated on this era in New York because the Gilded Age apparently turned out to be an amazing show. When I was watching, I hated it.
I don't think it turned out to be an amazing show because people were saying it was amazing even during the things we didn't like.
Well, like Stassi says it's so good. It's like her whole personality.
But she was saying that season 1.
Yeah.
So she just liked it.
Season 1 was fine. Like, it took a couple of episodes to be better, but it was fine. They really lost me in the second season. I couldn't even finish it.
I don't know if I watched the second season.
People say it's so good, Jackie, though. Like, do we give it another chance?
Maybe I would give it. I have a lot on my plate right now. I'm like behind on a couple things. Maybe I would give it another chance, but I don't know. Maybe because I'm a history major with a concentration in that time.
For sure.
I feel very close to it.
Well, as a media major, I find media fascinating.
No, you don't. Like, I did take a course on New York. Mm-hmm. And of course, as someone who watched the Ken Burns documentary, I feel very close to it.
Imagine actually that whilst making this project, like leading up to it, Julian Fellows probably did watch the Ken Burns documentary and like maybe took a course. So I think that like
we're at the same level.
Yeah.
I just would have done something different.
Of course.
Are you ready for our fifth and final story?
Like, I wouldn't have cast Cynthia Nixon, I'll tell you that.
Oh, hell no. But
she's a real modern woman. Like, I'm sorry. It's a blessing and a curse to be like such a famous actress for one particular thing.
Recognizable.
Because I'm like, what the hell is Miranda doing in the 16th century or whatever?
I actually would have cleared the decks on the cast. I really don't feel like anyone was well cast except for Christine Prinzansky.
Carrie Coon?
No.
Who plays the Russell?
No.
Oh, she's excellent.
The other auntie.
Oh, slay the house down, Boots auntie. I love her. Who plays Cynthia's sister?
Yep, and the dog, Pumpkin.
Marianne, she sucks. Gloria, no, she's supposed to be Gloria Vanderbilt. What's the daughter's name of Carrie Coon? She sucks too.
She's supposed to be Consuelo.
Yes, sorry, thank you. And the husband of Carrie Coon, Get out of here.
Russell.
I think they're the Russell family.
Oh, yeah, because why would they call him
Mrs.
by
Russell.
his first name?
Mrs. Russell, you're wrong. She's amazing.
I disagree, but it's also because of the accent of the time, that like transatlantic accent. It, like just we're so
jarring.
not used to it. It's like it's extinct, so it just sounds funny to us.
Yes, but at least it's historically accurate.
Yeah. No, but no, I disagree on her. She would go with the rest of them.
No, you're wrong.
Fifth and final story will lead into TV recap. Tell Me Lies. So inside the love lives of the Tell Me Lies cast, this week we found out of 2 new couplings from the Tell Me Lies cast. So we know Grace Stephen and Lucy are dating in real life. Pippa and Wrigley are dating in real life. And Evan and Molly are dating in real life.
Okay.
These 2.
By the way, who the fuck is Molly? Like,
so last season he tried to rebound with Bree.
So she's like a rando, right?
Yeah, she always really liked him. He like gave her the time of day when like Bree was moving on, but he was always like hung up on Bree. So it obviously didn't work out because she wanted something more serious and he wanted Bree. So they broke up. But now this season she's like, oh, I could do casual.
Right.
But she's obviously not doing casual.
She's such a fucking bitch for telling them about Diana. Like sorry, spoilers start now.
Tell Me Lies recap starts now.
I hate her. Like, seriously hate.
She was like stupid in the way that she went about it, but nothing about the way that Diana shared the information with her was like proprietary. She's like talking on the steps.
No, she's being very casual about the whole thing.
Very flippant. She never said like, obviously that's not something you should share, but she never said like, please don't tell anyone, especially knowing that.
I feel like that girl only said it because she like wants Evan to like her, and she knew it would be a valuable asset.
1000%. But Diana is a very smart person, so to tell the person who wants to be in Evan's good favor when Evan is best friends and partially living with Steven, like, well, that's going to get around.
Now, I know that Steven has been evil since the first episode, but something about this season is like highly elevated. He's literally like
diabolical.
It's actually painful to watch. Like I had to watch I watched 3 out of 4 episodes last night, and like it left me feeling like very emotionally tired. I am looking forward to watching 1 episode a week. It is a lot. Like him like in that tunnel filming a video like a Hamas terrorist like was so distressing. And it's just like he's an amazing actor, and it's such a terrible character. I'm having a really hard time watching it, him specifically. And I'm enjoying the show so much outside of Lucy and Steven. They've really like built all the characters. I love Brie. Like Brie is my girl. She's so cute. What is that fucked haircut they gave her? It's fucking horrible.
I think that was her. She got that haircut in the off season, so they made it work.
Big mistake, huge, put an extension in. Like she looks horrible. When they go flashing back to the wedding, it's like better, but like she needs longer hair.
She looks like she's in the 90s. Like it looks like a haircut for a 90s show.
Starring a boy. Like, she looks terrible. I hate the hair.
Brie and Wrigley, like, just warm my heart. Especially because, like, Pippa,
Pippa the Big.
Pippa, like, only likes Wrigley as a friend now. So it's like, Pippa would be so happy for them. Like, they're so happy together. Diana's my favorite person on this show.
She is a queen.
She is such a queen. And so I'm happy, like, to see her happy with Pippa. And, like, everything, like, works out nicely.
For everyone except for Wrigley and Brie.
Well, in the future, of course. But no, like if everyone...
No, if they break up, like it's okay. Pippa feels like she can't break up with him because he's like on suicide alert from his brother.
She doesn't know that like he has his eye on Brie.
And he's doing well.
Yeah.
He's thriving. And you know, she was really there for him. Like she's a good...
She's a good friend. They are friends.
I feel like when they started the show and we were at the wedding and like we only know Lucy and like Pippa's this like curmudgeon-y like Sfabissina. I was like hating her. But I love her. She's like a good friend and she's a good person. The Chris McMillan stuff. What's his name? Chris, the brother. Lydia's.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah. Oh my God. It gives me such a pit. Yeah. Such a bad situation Lucy has found herself in.
It really is, but she does keep making it worse because she could have said in that meeting, if she had said in that meeting. She told
the truth.
Like, oh, it didn't, when I said that it didn't happen to me, but it did happen to my friend. So I just wanted to corroborate your story without like throwing my friend under the bus because she's not ready to talk about it.
Please leave me alone.
Yeah. Like, that would have been that in terms of like Katie looking to Lucy and also the dean calling her in. And yeah, it's not a good thing to do, but she wouldn't have been like kicked out of school for it.
I just want to say, if only like school administrators were so like crossing their I's and dotting their T's on like campus rape. It's like impossible to get arrested if you...
well, you're seeing that with Katie because she did make an allegation that she didn't have enough proof.
Right, but I just would have a hard time that like, especially in like 2009, like all these administrators were like doing what they, like doing their most.
Yeah. So she keeps making it worse for herself. And obviously, how does she not see that Steven's behind this? Lucy. That
behind
Steven made... Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He's building it up so that he can then post the video. If he posted it right now, like... He's making her sick with it.
I love the drug dealer. And I wanted him to end up
don't love the drug
with
dealer.
Bree.
But it's like brother, sister.
But it's not. Like, it was giving like a book. I feel like I've read a book where like two foster kids like met in this terrible house and ended up like falling in love or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not loving the drug dealer, and like it seems like Lucy's going down a dark path now.
But isn't it like a dark path of forgiveness? Like I was being confused. Like, well, you like to be beat into submission, so let me like beat forgiveness and love into you. Is that what's going on?
Sort of. It's like a humiliation ritual also.
To make her a better person. I'm confused.
But also at the wedding, they keep referencing what Stephen did to you sophomore year. And I feel like that's what's coming in terms of the video. And I feel like she's going to start self-harming because the thing with the burn on her leg, like it just felt like...
yeah, that was random.
It felt like a foreshadow.
Yeah.
And she's also like seeking out like more aggressive partners. And so I feel like she's going to get into a very dark place of like self-harm and self-loathing that Stephen brought her to. And that's what they keep talking about at the wedding, what Stephen did to you sophomore year. Also, last season at the wedding, Stephen and Lucy fucked.
Yeah, like the night before. No, so it's like, it's painful because you're watching this and you think it's like resolved itself by the time of the wedding, but they're still very much in it. And I cannot remember what really went on with that bartender.
Max.
So the bartender was her date at the wedding, right?
That's her boyfriend,
Until she ditched him and he left, right?
Oh, did he?
He's not there. He's not there.
They need to give us wedding flashbacks as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, remember
I thought that was her boyfriend.
She brought him to the hot tub to have sex with him just so she could, like, tell Stephen that she had sex with him, or Stephen was like right outside and watched the whole thing. He figured out, he was like, you're sick, and left.
And Lucy, I do not root for Lucy. I do not like Lucy. She has like sweet moments when she's with the girls, but she makes poor choices over and over again. Like even having sex with Stephen at the wedding, 6 years later, like you're grown, you know what he did to you.
Out of the college
what
level.
He did to you sophomore year, everyone keeps talking about.
Yeah.
So they're kind of perfect for each other at this point. Might as well be together and stop ruining other people's lives.
Well, you said last season when we were recapping, and I kept thinking about it, it's like, Lucy has these huge issues. Like she is caught in these lies, like life ruining stuff. And they would all go away if she just transferred.
Right.
And I just like need to tell her that. I'm like, girl, switch schools. She does apply for this study abroad program, which of course she's not going to go on.
And of course she's late. Does she give a fuck about
How is she still in school?
How is she still in school? She only she applies herself when it's like convenient. And of course the administrator's like giving her an extension on the application because of the sexual assault thing. They think she was trying to get away from that. And so whenever this video comes out, it's also going to affect her study abroad.
Iris Apatow jump scare.
What's that? Who's that?
Iris Apatow?
What did she do?
We're going to get there. Ready?
Who does she play?
Iris Apatow.
Yeah. Did she come into the show?
Yeah.
As who?
The freshman who's seeing Oliver.
Oh, that's Iris Apatow?
Yeah, you didn't recognize her?
No.
Oh, it's Iris Apatow.
I'm more of a Maude girl. Wow, she grew up fast.
I know. I was like, wait, this girl either really looks like Iris Apatow or she's grown. No, and it's her.
Wow, I haven't seen her since This Is 40.
Literally. I haven't seen her since like Olivia Rodrigo's Instagram. They're best friends.
Oh, so she's like a girly.
She's like a swirly about town, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bree going to confront Oliver, also bad. Like, it's just, but you also have to remember, like, they're college students. Like,
I know.
You're, like, not making the best decisions.
Like, they're young girls, and this group just needs to be disbanded.
I know, but, like, Bree and Lucy, they are playing up the friendship this season, but they do have a true friendship in the fact that, like, Lucy would debase herself to protect Bree's feelings, whereas...
It's sweet.
But wrong and misguided, because Bree should just know... It would affect their friendship. I think they could come back from it. She doesn't even like Evan at that moment. She should have told her earlier before she's
now
like,
it's too late.
Now she's going back to Evan.
Also, like, there are two people who have like successfully untangled themselves from Steven, and that's Wrigley and Diana. And they are so elevated. Like, when I watch them, I feel peace. And I got like, not annoyed, like scared for Diana. And she was scared too, because she like did get like, now that she's, pregnant. She got like,
Rope back in.
And it's like, girl, like, I just want her out. I want her safe. I want her just like free from his grip. And Wrigley has reached a state of enlightenment. Diana was there as well. And I'm just joyful for them, really overjoyed. And I need everybody to get on their level. Like, I need them to have, and you're expecting a lot from college kids. These are like borderline teenagers who like are groupthink. So, but if they could all just sort of like band together and like just decide to like fuck him.
Yeah.
It would make me feel a lot better.
Yeah. Which is why Diana, like, sharing the pregnancy, like, so publicly and flippantly is incongruous with the Diana that we know, who worked all last semester to successfully disentangle from Steven and make him think it was his idea. And now not only are you very connected to him in this moment,
you're starting stuff.
And she told him I'm actually fine with my dad. Wait. So he's
yeah, all the work you did.
She showed her hand. That was just not very Diana-like.
I know, but she's going through a lot. She's maybe in a state of distress, the hormones,
She doesn't seem like she's in a state of distress.
No, that's Diana. She keeps it cool.
Yeah. And now she has her lady love.
And she's religious Jew in real life.
She is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I know. When I found that out, I was really surprised.
But no, she has her lady love. She's got her job lined up and her LSAT scores. And
just triple check. I heard that a million years ago and I told it to Ben. He's like, are you sure? Because she was shirt off, making out on the show. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure she's religious. Diana? Tell me lies.
Maybe it's someone else from a different...
No, I'm right. Hold on. They think I'm asking a character. Diana, actress. Oh. Alicia Crowder is her name.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I'm making this up.
Okay. That's okay. It happens.
I just want to triple check.
Oh, there's Iris Apatow.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where did I hear that?
When she's dating Sam Nivola, who's the little brother from White Lotus.
And she was dating Joe Alwyn's little brother, Patrick.
And that's when she was hanging out with Taylor. She would hang out with Taylor.
Cool. Just
Lydia.
Fully made it up. Lydia.
Okay, she fully made that up. Thank you for clarifying.
So sorry, I have to tell Ben.
No, let him go.
I was so excited to tell. Oh my God, he's going to.
They're gonna have her on.
So tell us about your faith. Maybe.
So that's your Tell Me Lies recap. Seriously,
Such a good
the craziest show, but very immersive and very anxiety inducing and pit worthy.
Yeah.
If you're into that sort of thing.
Oh, and Wrigley without his hair is a completely different person.
Wrigley is my favorite person on the show.
Agreed.
Easily.
Yeah.
And so what's going to happen with Bree and Evan in the wedding now that, and also Steven knows?
Well, I guess Steven, the show can continue now because the show thrives when Steven has things on his friends in which to manipulate and hold over their heads. And so he was kind of running out. Yeah.
And also I think the show, the 2009 will end when they graduate because the show is about
college,
Steven and Lucy. And then they could pick it up with just 2015 stuff, what happens after. But they've said that this is going to be the last season. I think the showrunners said that.
Oh.
And it would be perfect.
Because they're graduating the older ones.
Yeah.
And I didn't go to a real college. So I don't know how the dynamics work, but the school does seem very similar to the school that you went to. Would 3 freshmen and 3 juniors at the time have become a girl gang? They only hang out with each other, the 6 of them, and they're different ages.
Well, in the beginning, they're all dating each other.
Yeah.
And at some point, one is always dating another. It seems like the girls only go to frat parties at their house, which is possible. But yes, there are other people at the school.
Right.
But they
seek other friendships.
They keep coming back to the 3 and the 3. But I guess someone is always dating someone in that group. So you are going to always go where your friend's boyfriend is.
Yeah.
And that's how you're going to start your night.
Okay.
So it's not impossible, but there are other people.
It's a huge school, it seems.
It's not huge, but there's definitely other fraternities, other parties that the girls could go to that the boys can't go to.
Other human beings to interact with.
But Lucy does always find someone.
The worst person, yes.
But was Leo bad?
No, he was sweet. He wasn't bad enough for Lucy.
He wasn't bad enough for her, yeah.
Well, that's your Tell Me Lies recap, and we are going to turn you over to our guest interview with Chris Appleton, who we were just truly humbled to be in the presence of. So thank you guys for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoy this fabulous interview that is brought to you by Bear Bells, the protein bar, the only protein bar that I really feel like eating because it's delicious, it's packed with protein, and as you guys know, I'm on my health journey. So are you like one of the many Americans who are making Get More Protein as their New Year's resolution? Well, if you are, you need Bear Bells, the protein bar that puts taste first while still bringing you 15 to 20 grams of protein in every single bar. When I first tried one, I could not believe that it was like a good protein-packed, good calorie, because when I was done on my first semaglutide journey, everybody was like, you need to keep up with your protein in order to stay full. And I don't historically like protein bars. I've never been one to reach for a protein bar. And everybody was like, try Bear Bells. They're NLOP, not like other protein. And you guys were right. They have over 20 delicious flavors. I have one every single morning. I like the chocolate dough flavor. I've recently been dabbling in the cookies and cream one. They really are the best tasting protein bars out there. Over 20 delicious flavors. They are the most delicious way to get your protein in. Having one on you, I have them at the studio. I have them always in my purse. Wherever I am, I want to be able to get a Bear Bell. And we have a great code. If you guys go to bearbell.com, their website is BareBells, BareBells.com. Use our code TOAST at checkout for 15% off your order. That's bearbells.com today. Our code is TOAST. Use that at checkout. It will get you 15% off your order at BareBells, BareBells.com, code TOAST. Today's episode is also brought to you by Haya Health. So everyone's talking about New Year's resolutions, but the one thing that really could impact your family for decades is your kids' health. Well, here's something that might be keeping you up at night as a parent, is that our kids are the first generation growing up on ultra-processed foods. What are the long-term effects? And I know a lot of parents who listen to the show are always looking for great ways to, what we say in the old country, shtup your kid with a nice boost.
It's a shtup.
It's a boost. It's a shtupping boost from Haya.
They just changed their name to shtup.
Great idea. So Haya exists to give parents a real solution in a market flooded with products that prioritize candy-like appeal over actual nutrition. So some kids' vitamins on the market today contain up to 7 grams of sugar per serving. They're stuffed with artificial additives, petroleum-based dyes. Well, Haya is the total opposite approach. Zero sugar, zero gummy junk. It's clean nutrition that shockingly your kids will love. The taste, the experience of it all. It's very thoughtfully designed. It really looks at what modern kids are actually eating or not eating, and they formulate around those specific nutritional gaps. So they've got vitamin D, B12, C, zinc, folate, the foundational nutritional ingredients that support your immune health, energy levels, brain function, mood regulation, concentration, and the development of strong teeth and bones. Non-GMO, vegan, dairy-free, allergy-free, gelatin-free, nut-free. They've really thought of everything. Kids love it. You should see how my niece Michaela flies across the house when it's time. She puts stickers all over the bottle. It's really cute. They have a special offer for our listeners for their best-selling children vitamin at HayaHealth.com/toast. That link will get you 50% off your first order. To claim the deal, you must go to Haya Health, HiyaHealth.com/toast to get your kids the full body nourishment that they need to grow into healthy adults. Today's episode is also brought to you by Nature's Sunshine. When we need to stay locked in, it's very tempting to reach for caffeinated products, but those do make you feel jittery. They come with an intense crash. They just don't have you feeling your best. While Nature's Sunshine Brain Edge combines hand-harvested yerba mate with powerful nootropics to support focus, memory, and cognitive performance without the crash. It's a clean, plant-powered drink mix that you can enjoy hot or cold, so you have a shortcut to help you stay focused, alert, and sharpen that memory at any time. What we like to call here at the Toast Brain Camp. So Nature's Sunshine enhances focus and clarity. The nootropic botanicals help you concentrate and stay sharp. It will support memory and learning, so it promotes recall, mental stamina with great ingredients. It delivers smooth, sustained energy. It's sourced with purpose, so you can feel good knowing it's wild harvested by indigenous communities in the South American rainforest. And it's made by Nature's Sunshine, which is a trusted brand with over 50 years of experience sourcing the most pure and potent ingredients from nature. So do not fight through foggy and lethargic feelings. Do not reach for crap. Ignite your mental performance with Brain Edge. Nature's Sunshine is offering 20% off your first order plus free shipping when you go to naturessunshine.com. Use code TOAST at checkout. That's code TOAST at naturessunshine.com. Check it out today, code TOAST. Thank you, Jackie, for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on my show. And enjoy our Chris Appleton interview. It is really, if you were an OG breather, you'll recognize this feeling. And if you weren't, here's a little bit of what it was like to be a breather.
Enjoy. Welcome back to The Toast. Today's guest is years in the making here at The Toast. We have Chris Appleton, hairstylist, author, and second-time Toast guest. Chris, welcome to The Toast.
I'm back.
Not only are you back, I am so excited. If you were to say, Claudia, you could have anyone in the world cut your hair, like who would you want to cut your hair? It's celebrity stylist Chris Appleton. Every time I go get my hair cut, I have an inspo pic from celebrity hairstylist Chris Appleton.
Okay.
He's here talking about his book, and we said, well, how can we make this a little bit more Jackson Claude coded? And I said, I'm going to use my platform, and I'm getting a haircut, a free haircut from Chris Appleton.
A live haircut.
Oh, live, yes. This whole thing's happening live. Chris is going to...
I have no idea. We've not spoke.
Okay, so I have inspiration pictures. We're going to talk to you about your book. You told us you're selling your business. Like, we have a lot to catch up with you on, and we're also really excited to sort of
redeem ourselves.
Yeah, we need to right some wrongs.
I don't know if you know, the last time you were on The Toast haunts us.
Haunts.
Because we dress up for our
Oh
show.
my God. This is so rude.
That's okay.
It's probably me. So I was like, who is that? I'm like, oh, it's me. I'm like, it's so...
We always, do our hair and makeup for the show in the best way that we can. The one time that you came on our show, we were headed to the airport right after. And so we wore airport looks. And we felt like such disheveled clowns when you came on the show. And we always say, like, we can't ever look like that because of Chris Appleton, the time that Chris Appleton came on The Toast.
It's kind of like the Chris Appleton theory.
Yeah, that we were slobs when Chris Appleton came on The Toast. So like when we saw that you're doing press for your book, we were so excited to have you come on The Toast so we could redeem ourselves, show you that we are not slob like women. And Claudia could get the haircut of her dreams, which is very much in theme with your new book. It is part self-help, part memoirs.
Yeah.
Your Roots Don't Define You by Chris Appleton. We love a celebrity memoir here at The Toast. So we're going to talk to you all about your book and also sort of like art imitating life, do a haircut, have a therapy session with Chris Appleton.
It's like you're actually in my chair. We always talk about being in my chair. Everyone keeps saying, what is it about sitting in a stylish chair and you become a therapist? Maybe you're not, babe. I think you should break a career out.
I'm trying to get Claudia to open up.
I am an onion. I have lots of layers. And just, what do you want to know, Chris? What do you want to know?
I'm going to open you up.
Well, Chris, okay.
Terrible.
Do it, Chris.
That was awful.
I just want you to know, like, so much of being a girl, like, of girlhood is getting your hair cut and, like, crying afterwards.
Totally.
And this is, like, I feel...
Do you know that as a hairstylist?
You have beautiful hair, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know that, like, everybody cries.
Of course.
And why do your stylists, like, sometimes not listen? When you say, like, oh, I only want to cut 1 inch and they cut 4.
I think it's because... I honestly don't know why they do that.
Maybe they know better.
do
Maybe
this
you had
thing.
4 inches
You know
of
what?
dead.
Yeah, or they'll be like, you're like one size longer than the other. Like, no, what it is your head actually goes to the side slightly. So if you actually just sort of walk around like this,
You look
that's
perfect.
better. Or the color's not that. Well, if you turn the lights off, it's better.
Perfect color.
And it's like, so we don't have lights. I don't know. It's just sometimes a thing of like, I think it's just covering the tracks. I don't know.
Right. Well, I feel very confident. I'm going to show you some inspo pics.
Let's see. First of all, you have great hair. So
Thank you so much. The inspo picture is you.
That's gorgeous.
I have recently, like, my hair grows really
Show us.
fast. Oh, okay. So it's this beautiful, who's this? A model?
She was my friend. Actually, we did it during the COVID. Oh no, she's still my friend.
Okay.
She's going to be like, yeah, exactly. No, she is my friend, and we shot it during COVID. It was like,
it's gorgeous.
the time of change. Where, in fact, everything changed during COVID.
Yeah. Oh, really? Was that a big time for you?
Well, especially business-wise,
Right.
Because it nearly went wrong and
Right.
it went really right.
So why I like this, I'll explain. I love big bouncy layers. Like, I love face framing. And I'm like sort of on like a weight loss journey. So I need my framed face, like layers to like make it look skinnier, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I like my length, and I don't think I have a lot of dead. So I'm not looking to change the length so much, more so
No, the length's
give it more
beautiful.
bounce and movement.
Who is your like hair icon?
Well, I don't have so much hair icons because celebrities change their hair so much. I have like looks that are in like the Hall of Fame for me. J-Lo at the Super Bowl, which I know was you.
Oh, okay. You want to walk around with that every day?
Kim's like really dark chocolate, like PC layers, long hair.
Yeah, that's cute.
Love that. So I have like the same sort of like very Victoria's Secret bouncy blowout.
Bombshell.
What don't you? I mean, obviously you look. So you really like the length of the minute. So maybe I'm interpreting that you don't necessarily love like how heavy it is.
Yes. So my hair grows really fast. These pieces at one point were much shorter, and I just like when there's more movement.
Yeah, like more of a because I mean, if you look at your face shape, you've got a beautiful face shape. You've got like an oval face shape.
Oh my God. So you think I'm skinny? Okay.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Was it different before?
Yes, it was a little bit more round.
Okay, so now it's gone into oval.
Yeah,
which
of
is
course,
beautiful.
of course.
But because your hair is so heavy, what can happen sometimes? It can start to wear you. You know what I mean? Like the hair should have like that sexy movement and should move as you walk. Whereas at the minute, it's quite heavy. Like if you move it, the whole thing moves.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice if it had like a little bit more of a kind of ba-ba-boom, like sexy vibe. I think it'd be really nice to open up your cheekbones a little bit. Would you be open to taking this shorter?
Yes.
But how much shorter?
I'm going to say yes to everything
I
for
think,
her.
yes.
Claudia, you have to
Okay, I'll
trust.
just talk to you.
Oh, am I getting like a crazy haircut?
Chef's choice.
Okay.
Chef's
It's a little
choice.
crazy.
Give her a
Chef's
bob.
choice, yeah.
I will say this is kind of haircut a lot of viewers watching will relate to because a lot of girls have this kind of hair. I'll be honest with you, it's beautiful, but it's almost a bit like, you know when you're at school and you're a kid and you just have...
Middle school hair. That's what we call it.
Oh my God.
It goes there a little bit.
No, you did not just tell me I had middle school hair.
No, it goes there a little bit just because you're
of
like
course.
a sexy lady and like,
Thank you
know,
so much.
I think you're into that now.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to feel that when you kind of run your fingers through your hair, it's got that kind of movement. And
I
sexy.
agree.
It's not just like hanging, you know? So but that doesn't mean...
It is just hanging, yeah.
That doesn't mean you have to cut all your hair off. So I think I open up the cheekbones a little bit here. So I think the shortest part should be like around here.
That's like by my eyes.
I know. I think it'd be, but it's going to be very face. Not that you're going to have a big old bang.
Claudia,
I think
it's a once in a lifetime haircut.
It is a once in a lifetime haircut. Okay,
And then
okay.
we're going to kind of basically lighten up through here with layers and giving it shape.
Yeah.
But you have this really beautiful wave. So I want it to be able to like air dry naturally as well. So you don't have to do it.
Yes.
But if you do,
It'll
have
look
that
amazing.
like bombshell, like Pamela Anderson, 90s sexy. Blah,
Okay,
blah,
we're
blah.
just like doing it.
We're doing
Yeah,
it.
we're
Let
doing
it rip.
But I really love the length. I think it's great. But I'll be honest with you, like the length is literally like one length. So this is going to be
It's one length, yes, and that's not what I want.
not what you want. This is just going to be a U.20. You know what I mean?
Perfect,
We're just taking it to
perfect.
the next level. Change isn't always about cutting your hair off. It's just like finding out who you are. Like you say, you want to feel a little bit,
Right.
a little bit sexier. And
Yeah, and a little bit more mature. You know, I'm a mother now.
I don't know if about mature. Don't need mature.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think if anything, like a bit more youthful and sexy. And like, how old are you?
I just feel like that's not important.
I think
I'm 13.
13. So at 13 years old, like I think we should get a haircut that compliments that. All right, I'm going to start.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk to you. So you were telling us, because we are huge color wow
We
fans.
should put cape on.
Oh, a cape? Yeah, of course.
Cape so you
Oh,
don't get
yeah.
hairy. This jumper.
So professional.
Yeah, it's
We're
true.
so
It's
professional.
brand
You might have to move your microphone, Claudia,
okay,
into your cape.
Oh, I'm sorry, everyone.
It's okay.
Hold on.
We're not cutting corners. And Claudia is very
want a
precious about her
hairy
haircut.
jumper.
Extremely precious about my hair, so.
Good,
Yeah.
as you should be, as everyone is.
And
it's
we're-
like a big part of who you look, and also your hair is like a really great feature. You know what I mean? Like it's,
Yes, I've always
you've
really
got great hair.
Sometimes people like have hair and it's just like
they
an
ch-
accessory.
Yeah, and they change it every week.
And it means nothing to them. My hair means everything.
it's your identity.
It is my security blanket. It's my identity.
Claudia, I can't even do this gown off. How does this thing work? Step 1, how to put on a gown.
I just feel like you've evolved.
Step
past
2,
that.
cut the hair. Yeah, I'm so over putting gowns on me.
When was the last time? I guess you cut your clients' hair a lot when you do celebrity glam.
Yeah, all
Are
the
they?
time.
Are celebrities more like carefree about cutting their hair? Like they're like, sure.
Because they could always get a wig if they don't like
Just
it.
like when I cut Kim's hair up into a bob, like,
She freaks.
it's just like a big thing. Like you're cutting away, like, you know, like hair can mean so much and it can have such a feeling. It can make you feel sexy. It can make you feel glamorous. Short hair feels very different.
Yeah.
Doesn't move the same. You don't. It changes the way you walk. It changes everything. Changes the way your makeup reads. It also changes. It can make you look more sophisticated.
Yeah.
It can make you look younger and sexier. It just depends on, I think, how you feel good, what you feel good with, and you know what you go to. So no, everyone has that feeling.
When do you think a person like is a good candidate for getting a bob or like a short haircut?
Well, there is the breakup haircut, which I talk about in the book, and it's a really kind of interesting time where people really want to change their hair and just cut everything off and do something completely different.
Do you think that's a good idea?
I think sometimes it's a scary idea, just only because like it's that time you want that instant change and you just don't want to see that reflection. And a lot of the time you don't want to see the pain that you're in. You kind of want to fast
Distraction.
forward out of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like what book can I read? Who can I talk to? What podcast can I listen to like get over this heartbreak?
Listen to the toast.
Listen to the toast, exactly. But sometimes I think, you know, it's about kind of trying to escape. So I feel like breakup haircuts are always a little bit scary. But I think a bob haircut is like a really beautiful. I love
a bob.
It's a commitment. If you're going to
I
do a
don't
bob,
want a
it's
bob.
commitment.
Do not even think
Babe,
about it.
do you
Chris.
honestly think with your texture, like you've got,
It would be bad, right?
would be-
Not a good candidate.
it would.
Oh, okay, good.
It just wouldn't suit your hair. I mean, it would be big. You'd have to really style it. It's
Yeah, it would be big. Okay.
It would just like not work. It would just ruin your,
Yeah.
even change your texture.
Oh my God, this is like the craziest thing I've ever done. Wait,
We
so
like
you,
to do crazy stuff on the show.
you really put us on to Color Wow when you came on the Toast in 2019. The Pop and Lock Shellac, we literally have it here.
We use it every day.
And then it's like a gateway drug to the other products. And you were telling us before.
Wait, do you know what we should do so it's less boring so people can actually see it?
Yeah.
I should dry your hair.
Oh, sure.
Dry it after?
I think we should dry it now. So
Okay.
And I'm going to cut it dry so people can actually see it. And you can see it. Because the texture of your hair, you're not really going to get, it's going to kind of look boring and dull.
Okay, so...
And this blends into this. So let me dry it.
Okay.
Can we do it quick or do we
Chris
do
is
we
going
pause?
to dry my hair,
Okay.
and then we're going to cut it so everyone can really see sort of the drama.
Yeah, I want people to see the transformation.
The big
Okay.
reveal.
So we're not going to cut your hair, we're going to contour it. So now you contour your face with makeup, right? So contour,
Daily.
what you got? You got blush. What else have you got on there?
Everything.
But you like layer and shape your face. Now, we know that you can do that with makeup now, right? Made me look chiseled, contour, shape me. You can also do that with hair. So you've got your standard like layered haircut, but when you contour, you really like shaping the hair according to the hair texture, the hair density, and also the face shape. So it's kind of working on more of like a hair cutting technique, which is contouring.
Okay.
The new haircut of haircuts.
I love that.
So we're going to contour your hair, but that's why we're going to do it dry so I can see.
Okay. So guys, we'll be right back. We're going to blow dry my hair.
A quick commercial break.
Quick commercial break, and we'll see you in a minute.
Okay, we are back. Chris has blow dried Claudia's hair. It actually looks really beautiful, and it's going to be
She has so much hair.
Like the fact that I got
So all
my
I
hair
did is
blown.
made it dry.
Okay.
So now we're going to start with the shaping.
And I like want to ask you questions, but I'm so like I
You don't
want
wanna
to focus.
distract
Like this is
him.
so important to me.
But he's
Very
used to talking
focused.
while he works.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, let's go. You ready?
Do most celebrities like want to chit chat, or they just like want to sit in silence?
There's always stuff happening, like they're on the phone.
Right,
like, I don't
right.
know. You know, there's always life happening.
This is
all
the
around us,
craziest
as is today. So yeah, you're in the chair today. This is it. This is happening.
Okay,
We're
so
doing a podcast, which is
you're going to be great, Claudia. Don't look at
Okay,
yourself.
yeah, no,
Trust
I'm
the
just closing my eyes.
process.
Yeah.
Like this
Let's
is
focus
a
on Chris and his book.
this is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
It really
Wait,
is.
when I came in 10 years ago, did you think I was going to have a book out?
No, when you came in 10 years ago, you were still 6 years ago. You were still very much like an iconic because you've always had like probably the most A-list clients.
Okay.
But you've really evolved into much more of like a media empire now. Like
Okay.
you were saying before, you were referencing Color Wow off camera, and you said we are doing XYZ. I did not know that you were involved. I thought you were like maybe an
a
ambassador.
brand ambassador.
No, I was a big part of it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like 10 years ago when I met Gail, Colorado just had kind of the shampoo conditioner. They had some products and they had the root powder, which people knew
Yeah.
of, but we just kind of connected. And honestly, we've had the best relationship. It was just like, it was all a little crazy. It was very personal. There was a lot of family that's involved. We're all a little off the wall with our ideas, but I think fundamentally we all really cared about creating a great product for the people that, you know, needed hair care solutions. And I was saying to you during COVID, it was like a really interesting time because it was a time where we thought we had it all sort of sorted, knowing what worked
Yeah.
and the message. And then COVID happened and everything changed. And we were like,
Right.
what happens now? But then we changed towards social media and we sort of, you know, took that on. And that was such a big, you know, way of connecting to people. And it grew the brand so much more. Like
Yeah.
The power of TikTok. And
No, by the way, I feel like myself included, like everyone knows about Color Wow because of you. And there are
Yeah.
a couple of products that went super viral. Like you use the Dream Coat on me, which is I use it every day. It's like the best thing to
Dream
use
Coat's the
before you.
best.
Before you blow out your
Heat.
hair.
Yeah.
So it's
the
just-
hairspray, the shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah, I mean, the Dream Coat it's like, that's the hero product. It takes
Is
away
it?
the frizz, gives it that mirror-like shine. And honestly, it's just a great product which helps a lot of people. And I think that's what it's simply about.
Yeah.
And I think that's like, honestly, that's the reason I brought out the book. The book isn't a memoir, by the way. It's part memoir, but it's more self-help. Because I think a lot of people just need, even you sitting in the chair, like, there's an uncomfortableness to change. There's an
1000%.
uncomfortableness to like, I feel like she's close to panicking. She sees all the
No, I'm
chairs
actually
on.
feeling very calm.
Okay,
like
good.
You're in the
given
best
what's going,
hands.
yeah, given what's going on right now, and like this might be the craziest thing I've ever done. I feel extremely calm. You have a warm presence about you. You know, you're also a parent. I feel like a lot of people, every time you post your kids, are shocked to find out that you have two pretty grown kids. How old are your kids?
My kids are 21 and 23.
And how old are you? You look like 17.
I'm 42.
Wow, you look amazing.
I was 19 when I had kids. Yeah, I had a very different life before I like came out and
Right. And you talk about all that in the book.
yeah. I mean, do you know what? Be honest with you, like I actually had a cancer scare. I spoke about it for the first time this week because I just didn't really want to go out there and necessarily talk about it, but there was a very different book written where it was more surface level and maybe what people know about me. I work with celebrities, like
Right.
I mean, we post the best parts of ourselves. Look, we're all guilty of being controlled with what we post. We're all scared. Like, do you ever post and think, what is this person thinking? What is that person thinking? Let's face it, they've already made their mind up and you're probably on mute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If someone doesn't really like, you're probably already on you.
Right.
So I, try and be more authentic with my posting and try and be more authentic. And I really want to be more authentic with my story because with this cancer scare, I actually had to go under and have an operation.
Oh, wow.
And my daughter was with me. And it was very scary because it was esophageal cancer.
Ooh.
And my mum had that and it was very nearly the end journey for her. Right. And obviously Kim's dad had it. He died very fast of it. And I know a lot of like my friends that have died at like 30, 40. It's very aggressive. So when I was like not getting reassured by the doctor and I had to go under, I was like, is this my time?
Right.
I've had a lot of stress in my life. Like I had a lot of trauma. And I remember thinking, have I written what I should write? Like and used my voice or have I just done another edited version? And I knew I'd done an edited version because it was safer. So I decided to write this and just be more vulnerable and more real because I guess I just wanted to own my voice before, my possibility of not having it. So yeah, it was hard to kind of go into my darkest kind of moments, but hopefully that'll help other people.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we all have them, right?
Right.
We all have those like moments where we feel lost or unsure or question like, is this it? Is this who I am? Is this where I'm going to be? I'll tell you something no one knows though. A big result of the cancer scare I found out was I went through a stage of trying Mounjaro, GLP-1.
Oh, girls, I know Mounjaro. We're best friends.
That's what you're doing now?
I'm technically on Zepbound, but they're all the same.
So, I mean, so why did you, tell me I don't know your journey. What?
So, always struggled. And then, and like right now, I had a baby 8 months ago. It was actually 8 months today.
Okay.
And I think, it had to be 8-month birthday.
Okay.
And for me, like bouncing back is really just about like wanting to have more kids. And I don't want to even attempt to do it myself. I've always struggled doing it myself.
With weight, yeah.
Yeah, and I love these, like I think these medicines are magic. I'm a huge fan of them. Why did you take it?
I think I've always been very conscious of what I eat. I work out a lot. I work out like 7 days a week, 6 days, I don't know, depending with work. But I like to go mentally because it makes me feel great. But I think also physically, like I want to feel good. When you're standing in front of people, I don't want to be standing there feeling like not healthy.
Of course.
Like, what kind of example am I? So I did it just because when I got to in my 40s, it was so much harder to lose like 1 pound.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
I go to the gym for an hour, I spend half an hour on the treadmill, but then with my life and scheduling and stuff, and I wanted to lose like 6 pounds, and I thought, why not? I'll just try it. I kind of was interested to see what it was all about, how it worked, and I've got a huge appetite. Like I could be a really big guy if I wanted to. But I think for me, I was like struggling with lifestyle, work, traveling. And what I really noticed, what was amazing is it took away like the noise of food.
Yeah, that's the magic.
So I took the lowest dose. So I still had my breakfast, I had a lunch, I had my dinner, and I was very conscious of doing protein shakes in between. I wanted to make sure, my goal wasn't to be super skinny, but it was just to keep me
lean
from eating crap all the time, getting like unhealthy, which has a negative effect on the gym. It was just kind of about balance. But I only tried it for a short period of time, but that actually gave me like the acid reflux.
Oh yeah, and that's real.
Really bad.
Like waking you up in the night.
Yeah. So this thing that they thought was possibly esophageal cancer, it was cysts. I had cysts. Now that wasn't caused from the Mounjaro. I think it was caused from lifestyle, stress.
Right. Yeah.
I also was taking a medication called doxycycline for my skin. I get folliculitis from the hair on my face, and I didn't realize I used to take it at bed at night, and I'd go sleep. And apparently it's the worst medication you can take because you lay there and it sits and it can eat away and it causes this acid. So effectively like that combined, that's one of the reasons I got the cyst. So I stopped doing it. I only did it for maybe a month, but I see the benefit.
Yeah, of course.
I see the benefit for some. Kate, the mother of my kids, we're still best friends now. She's struggled with her weight her whole life. She has done every diet from eating soups for 6 months. Like she lost the weight, she looked great, always put it back on. Because when life got involved, she couldn't maintain like the amount of commitment she had to give to losing weight. And so when she tried it, like the difference and how it changed her life, I think was amazing. And I see the kind of, it seemed to lift her whole aura, like of like this pressure she always felt. And I write about your roots don't define you. Well, a lot of time it does. And like these sort of lives we feel trapped in. And I think it gives people like it gives people a freedom to be able to, see a new version.
And focus on other things.
But it's not as like, I am a firm believer, if you're going to do it, like you still need to eat healthy. It's not about, some people just do it and they don't eat.
And they don't change anything.
And I'm like, guys, you got to eat protein. You got to eat protein. You got to make sure you're taking your vitamins. Like hair loss is a big thing, I will say.
Yes.
GLP-1. I mean, obviously not on you, babe.
No, but like
the thickest hair in the world.
with weight loss in general, like it's such a
hair, people always lose hair.
Yeah.
When they lose weight, the hair, I think it's just like lack of nutrients, shock to the body, those things always changes. So I'm always saying like, make sure you take your hair supplements. You've got to be really kind of, I think, aware of what you're doing. And I still think it's good to go to the gym and use it as motivation to like, a lot of people when they're overweight, like their knee hurts or because they're overweight, whereas in actual fact, it helps them get to a better place so they can excel on that.
Right.
So I'm a big fan. I see Oprah going around right now that she's struggled with her weight her whole life. I think it's so brave to go out because there's so much negativity on it and people are terrified to say, and so many people are on it. But it's so funny. You say, oh my God, you look amazing. And let's face it, you know when someone's on it because they look completely different. Yeah. You know what they say? Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. I said, what are you doing? And they're like, intermittent fasting. I'm like, oh, okay, right. Okay, yeah. That's how you got it all together last minute. But, look, each to their own. I just think there should be more honest conversations about it. I tried it. It didn't work for me in possibly my area of life from health reasons. And let's be honest, I don't really need it. I just wanted to get to a place that I'd always wanted to get to, physique. And, I realized it was just a bit too much on my body.
Yeah, right.
What do you think to it?
I mean, I'm obsessed with it. I have had the most positive experience. I think like for women who...
So how much weight have you lost?
Well, right now, I've had 2 like stints on it. Right now, I just started a month ago. I'm down around 11 pounds. Okay. And then before I got pregnant, I had lost like 70 pounds on it. So really like a huge success story from it. Yeah. Okay. And I'm just a really big fan. I think that like so much of like so much of the struggle around like being a mom is so weight related, right? Like so all the different issues of like wanting to lose weight before you get pregnant again, a lot of people being hesitant to get pregnant because, or like when I was overweight, I did not want to get pregnant at that weight. So I think like so many of the stages of womanhood, like we can't not talk about them without talking about weight. No, and I think this just really... Did you
get flack for it? Were people?
Well, so I did it for many months before I shared.
Were you nervous, to be honest about it?
Of course, but also like I was nervous to be on a drug. Like I don't take drugs. Like
no, totally.
I'm injecting myself. I didn't want to share it until I knew that like I was gonna like love it and have a good experience. And also, it's just so personal. Weight is so personal for girls. Like. So I just didn't want to share. And now in hindsight, like I do wish I shared a little bit earlier. Like I shared more towards the end of my journey. But it was a beautiful journey. It was what it was.
First time doing it too.
Exactly.
And it was before. Now it's ubiquitous. Everyone talks about it. Everyone says that they're like, shares that they're on it and it's not a big deal. In fact, people always are like, stop talking about it.
Right. Would you try it? Would you do it?
Oh, yes. It's my dream.
What do you mean it's a dream?
But so I have 3 kids. I just had a baby 2 months ago.
Okay.
So I do look forward to being on it one day, but I'm breastfeeding, so no can do right now.
Okay.
And before it came out right when I started having kids, so it was like not my time. But I do feel like my time is coming soon, and I'm really excited. I just want to say that we're getting close to the front of my hair. Like I just think, and I can't wait.
Like we need to acknowledge.
And I'm just working my way through.
And I'm being so brave. You're
doing great, mate.
Thank you.
But I promise I'm not going to have. You're still going.
No, I know.
But I'm shaping.
Shape away, girlfriend. Shape away.
We're bringing sexy back,
I already see the contour. Claudia, it looks so good.
You contour in the body. I'm contouring
It's so true. These bitches aren't ready.
It's a contour summer.
You've got to let Picasso
do his work. Yeah.
That's a nice way of putting that.
Okay, so of all your like famous looks throughout history, which do you think is the most impactful, like on the beauty community? For me, J-Lo Super Bowl is up there, like for sure.
That was like the worst moment of my career.
Why?
Because it was the biggest moment of my career. And I really didn't realize it was going to be that big. So I saw J-Lo's performance and I was like, wow, she's mega. Like if anyone ever seen J-Lo perform, she's great. And I was like, how do I give her hair worthy of this performance? And I also know so many people watch these things for the glam. How do they look? What do they look like? So I decided to do, oh God, I'll tell you something. I did a hairstyle on her for, it was like a rehearsal, but it was filmed. Mm-hmm. So we did this rehearsal, but it was filmed because they were worried it was going to rain on the day in Miami. And if it was going to rain, they were going to use this recording. Oh. So I don't know why, but I sort of did this thing that sometimes we do where we overthink things. Mm-hmm. Brides, they always wear their hair down their whole lives, no makeup. They get married, they have blue eyeshadow and put their hair up.
Right.
Extra, they're like, why did I do that? Sometimes we just go too far.
Yeah.
So I decided to like curl her hair, but normally I'd curl her hair, let it drop, brush it out. I decided to curl it on like a really tight curling iron.
Ooh. So that when it felt like it would fall.
I was like, I really want it to hold. Yeah. I don't want it to drop. So, and then I pinned it with pins, curls,
which I don't too curly.
Normally do. Well, you'd think, right? You'd think I'd know by now. Right. So they're like, hey, J-Lo, we're ready for you, ready on stage. And she's like, okay, baby. So I take the pins out and I just brush her hair out and it's going to be like gorgeous, right? Nice, bouncy. So I take the curls out and they're like coils.
Right.
And I went to brush it out. I don't know what I did that day, but they just stayed. It kept going back into a coil. As I was brushing her hair aggressively as I got out to the field, like I'm really going for it. And she's like, what's going on, baby? And she's like, let me see the mirror. It's like these coils, these curls. And she's like, it's a curly. And I'm like, yeah, it's going to drop. I did that thing you're supposed to do when you...
You're like, turn the lights off.
It's the it's going to drop. Yeah. So she's like, okay. So she does this performance. Anyway, I just see her spinning her head around on the big stage and it's just like, boing, like these curls with it. I'm like, what the hell happened? So anyway, she came off and she's like, how was it? And everyone's like, oh my God, it was amazing, blah, blah, blah. And in my head, I'm like, her hair was too fucking curly. So I was like, I thought, I'm very honest. I was just like, I think your hair was a bit too curly. She's like, it kind of felt curly. So then her manager came in and he was like, oh my God, your hair on that last take was phenomenal. I love the bounciness of it. So I actually developed this new technique where I did this double curl. I decided to curl the hair on the smallest curling iron, and then I went over it with the biggest one that I normally do because you get a real tight curl when you curl it on a small curling iron. But the big curls always drop out. But when you have the base of the smaller curl, the big curl really holds. So that was actually how it stayed because I did her hair.
It's like Thomas Edison and the light bulb, right?
Yeah, it was called the double curl technique.
I love that.
So basically, she went out there, did a performance, but I went home that night and cried still.
Yeah, and thank God it didn't rain.
No, I went home that night. She had one piece of hair. When she's like, this one piece of hair went in between her eyelash like that, and it got stuck. And I thought, oh my God, I've ruined her performance.
Right.
I've literally.
No, I think that's
everything.
the eyelash person's fault.
Yeah,
Well, I went home and cried.
1,000%.
Everyone went out, had a great night, and I was like just torturing myself. But I realize now, and that's what I write about a lot in the book, these experiences where like now I can be like way more realistic with myself. I can turn the hater down that we all have down to a 2, and I can come back to myself. And I can actually say to myself, well, actually, the fact that her hair moves so well added to the performance. If it was really sprayed and stiff, it wouldn't have been as good. But some of the biggest moments in my career, I feel like I failed and let myself down. Rather than like celebrating it, I pulled myself apart.
Just watching Kardashians, and you and Kim were joking about the Marilyn hair at the Met.
Oh, do not. Why'd you bring that up?
Because it's what you're talking about, but it's
We don't talk about it.
Well, can we?
No.
Can we
Anytime
talk
Kim
about
brings
it?
anytime Kim brings that up,
what's the regret?
Chloe or someone will be like, not the Marilyn. No, leave it.
It's so funny because, like, as cultural commentators, we were gooped and gagged when we saw.
She will
like,
still send me edited versions of like, wait, what about this Jackie O hair? We should have done the big, like little AI version there.
Oh my God, that's so funny. ChatGPT.
I stand by the bun because the idea was like she didn't want to do like a Marilyn copy. And we were so worried about it.
Like a modern take on Marilyn, not
You know,
like...
there's people at Hollywood studios where they have the Marilyn
Right,
on.
right.
So we were like, do the wig. But I think when you've just bleached your hair and you've got no roux, it's kind of very, I don't know, I still stand by. I thought it was cool. But I think
You guys are so
Kim's
funny.
still debating it.
that's so funny.
Wait, what were you going to say anyway?
No, I was going to say, what would you have done differently? Like if you did that outfit again, what would you have done? What do you think is the right thing?
Just leave it in the moment. I think it was
Yeah,
great.
it was
Yeah.
amazing.
Loved it. I mean, look,
We're going.
everyone's going to have an opinion on it. I think I stand by it, but I think it could have been fun. I'm not going to
Show
go
everyone
crazy.
my hair.
But babe, that's like one little bit.
So
He's
it's on
making
eBay.
gains, by the way. Like,
Yeah, no, and the thing is, I'm feeling so good about this. Like,
Yeah.
it's good.
That's the
It's
way you
good.
should
Yeah,
be.
yeah. I have Chris Appleton doing my hair. Like, how many people can say that?
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm just going with what you're saying.
You just don't give me like fringe bags, okay?
no, it looks so... Oh, I love that piece.
Opening up your face, babe.
I love that. Oh, look at that.
Don't let it where you open and you
Wow, we're watching
wait.
transform.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
confused because the monitor's the other side. This, okay.
Yeah, no, we can see the transformation.
Is there a celebrity whose hair you've done who was so unpleasant to work with that you never wanted to work with them again?
I see that all the time. People keep going on about like, why do people love to like
Gossip like that?
hate? No, they're always looking for the bad. And
When you say people, you're talking about me. Okay.
No, I think he's talking about the hairstylist who say
like
that.
people like talking about the glam bot.
Oh, yes.
I'm like, I know it's just like JLo. It was
She's working.
We were like, she left so much earlier. I think there was so much traffic to get there, and we were like, why is she not on the copy? Why is she not on the copy? So you get there, it's so chaotic in these situations, and you're moving on, and your PR person is just passing you from place to place, and you go and you say hi, but like you can't hear everything they're saying. Like, I just don't think it's
Like
We talked about it.
Why do people... Oh, yeah, and like expose people.
We talked about that the other day because I thought that video like went so viral for no reason. Like,
people just love to get out, and I have to say, like, I worked with her for a long time, and I think she's an amazing person. She's always been incredibly generous and kind, and I think anything can be taken out of context, and I think people sometimes look in. And I think now they've started on the Glambot guy because there's
Yeah.
saying that there's someone posting their emails. I'm like,
yeah, the Glambots guy is getting canceled.
I know, poor guy. I mean,
I wonder who would do that.
oh, was it you guys?
No. We just reported on it, and I thought like maybe his time was coming because I feel like sometimes he sets up celebrities. Do you feel that? Like Like even the J-Lo video, don't you feel like he knew what he was doing when he posted that?
Oh, he posted it.
Yeah, it felt nefarious to me. Like, and I think a lot of times he films celebrities without their consent. And not all the time is a celebrity gonna be like, hi, oh my God, how are you? Sometimes you're at a work thing and you're just quiet.
I'm telling you now, but for anyone that's watching and anyone that wanted to drag J-Lo during that moment, red carpets are insane. It's not a natural thing to have so many people screaming your name. There's so many different people you're saying hello to. It's really overwhelming. So I'd like to see anyone. You can't, like hugging everyone. You're also kind of like, it is a bit of a pantomime of like, you're there to take your picture. You spent hours getting ready.
Right.
You look in your best picture, you move on. Quite nerve-wracking as well, no matter how long you've done it.
Yeah, it's an art form.
So I actually am fully defensive of J-Lo, and I think there's I think she's a very kind person, and I think everything can be perceived in different ways, especially on a 10-second
video. Right.
But that's the world we live in. And you got to be able to, take it, give and take.
And at what stage of the haircut do you think you're in right now? Like,
I'm just going to go for and refining it.
Okay.
And, you have a lot of weight in one area of your hair. So
I also have a cowlick. How do you get rid of a cowlick? Like, you can't. Cut it off?
No. Wait, how? It's like it's almost like
you just work with it. Okay.
Just work around it. That's what I mean about contour. Is I'm actually looking at your hair now.
Do you see the cowlick?
I'm actually going to start to create some shorter pieces.
Wow. Within.
Chunk out the back. You got a big sort of wedge on the back.
Oh, okay.
Big chunk.
Not big. Not chunk.
It's like a lot of you. Sometimes, obviously, you see if your hair is not spread. Sometimes then a hair and you get a big.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Really so it's kind of like balancing proportion.
Okay.
It's not like business in the front and a party in the back.
Right.
The whole thing starts to have one blow. But we can start to.
It already feels lighter.
But you still have hair.
Yes.
So long.
There's loads of hair on the floor.
Oh my God.
Oh, is there?
I can't look. When you see all the chairs on the floor, but your hair is still long.
Oh my God, you guys, my hair. I'm fucking dying. And we're doing more. Okay, we have to collect it all and then make a merkin or something.
And put it on the shelf.
Yes, of course. Here lies Turdy's mop. Let's get an acrylic box.
Make a merkin.
Wait,
yeah, that's what I said.
You've never had a crazy haircut where you hate it?
No, I always do the same. Every time I go get my hair cut, I do a little trim. We cut off the dead, and then lots of layers, lots of movement, face framing.
Can I ask you can you be honest with me?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to do the same. I write a chapter in my book about the hater inside your head.
Yeah, nobody hates me more than me, so.
Okay, well, this is precisely my point. So there's a part where I talk about people looking in the mirror, and it's like, when you look in the mirror, are you truly aligned with what you see in your outside image with how you truly feel on the inside or where you want to get in your life? Because a lot of people say, I don't care about the way I look, I don't care about my hair, but you're also saying something.
Mm-hmm.
So when someone sits in a stylist chair, it's a real moment of vulnerability because you look in the mirror and you can't look, you look up and then we just stare at the mirror.
It's so true. I cannot stop staring at myself.
Okay, so most people have this hater inside their head where they start tearing themselves apart. Do you know the amount of women that do this?
Yeah. I'm always like this.
And they're like, do you think it's, why is it bad in here? Because I've got this big dot,
right.
My boob, one boob bigger than me. And they're like, is this on? Swip you just start tearing yourself apart. The voice inside your head is loud.
Yes.
And we talk about that in the book and how basically it's from your past and something someone probably once said to you. Someone probably once said that, you're the shy one. Your sister's the confident one. Or you need bangs because you have a big forehead. Carry these things. So when I would talk to people talk about changing their hair, they'd be like, well, I know I can't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'd be like, why is that? And they're like, well, because I can't. I don't know. And they carry these preconceived ideas of who they are from something someone once said, and they carry it all the whole life. So when you look in the mirror, what do you see? What does the hater say?
Oh, what does a hater say? Well, the thing is, I feel like
Be honest.
I am my biggest hater, but I'm also no one's more delusional about how amazing, gorgeous, perfect I am. I really teeter between being delusionally self-confident while also being so hard on myself. I feel like it really just depends on the day.
Okay.
And the season.
On a bad day, what is it?
On a bad day, it's like the worst things I think about myself visually or internally.
Usually.
Oh, always weight. Actually, that's it. I kind of have amazing skin and amazing hair. It's weight for me, always.
Face and features.
Yeah, and so smart and amazing and intelligent.
It's
and
always the weight.
It's always the weight.
You probably carried that with you your whole life.
My whole life, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But you can start to change that voice inside your head.
Yes. It was a resolution of mine many years ago to stop the negative self-talk. I didn't.
No one can speak worse to yourself than yourself.
It's so true.
You know what I mean? I realized that, especially when I kind of came out, I realized I'd made a career out of making people look in the mirror and see themselves and really kind of be the best versions of themselves. but like I never actually looked at myself because it's really scary to do. It's like the hardest work you can do is to stop and take the long hard look.
Yeah.
Wait, what's yours?
Wait.
Yeah.
You know, these days there's not much to do about it.
Right, that's the other part. Like
being moms and breastfeeding.
breastfeeding and getting pregnant.
You're so hungry, you can't diet, can't take drugs.
Okay, so when you had your kids, you were living where?
Ooh, this is looking nice. Where was I living? Oh, in Leicester, in a small town called
Leicester?
Middle England. Leicester.
Leicester.
It's spelled like Leicester, right?
Yeah, Leicester.
Oh, hi. Yeah, no, I'm completely fine. You don't have to worry about
And it's
me.
in the back for too long. You're like, is it there?
Yeah.
Is it gone?
You said you have a very good relationship with your ex-wife, mother. Yeah? So did you come out after you were divorced, or that was the reason you got divorced?
Our relationship kind of broke down. We'd been together since I was 19. I was like 27. And our relationship kind of broke down. I think we were still really close, but I don't know, sometimes things just for whatever reason. But we still had this like friendship, and I will say during my like darkest time, she was the one that really reminded me who I was. And I would say like it's definitely an unconditional type of love we have, because even to this day, like we still talk all the time. We spent New Year's Eve and Christmas together with a kid.
That's so nice.
It was rare, but I also believe that's like real love, because even in my darkest moments, the night I tried to end my life was the night I had to tell my kids. I just couldn't bear telling them or causing them pain or grief. And she was
Telling them about the divorce or coming out? Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
And she was the one that really helped me see myself before I could see myself.
Oh, wow. She sounds amazing. And what does she make of you now, like in your success? And
Well, I guess it was really interesting because we spent Christmas together, and like the fireworks were going off on New Year's Eve. And there's a video where I put my arm around her, and I don't know, I was just sort of taking it in, and she's like, wow, you actually really did it, Chris. She's like, I knew you always would. Like, I believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself, but she's like, you did it. Like I set off to America with a dream, and I guess so.
that's really sweet.
But it would have been very different if I didn't have the people around me. Like,
Right.
there was one moment in my career where it probably would have been a very different story. I was doing Christina over there on The Voice, and basically, like, we had 3 hours for glam. I ended up having 20 minutes. I walked in, I'd never worked with her before, I was terrified. And I said to her, like, what do you want to do? And she was like, I don't know, what do you want to do? And I said, I thought I'll put a wig on, it'll be quick. It's only 20 minutes. So I had these hair pieces, and she was like, I don't like wigs. So I was like, oh, cool. Why would you like anything I've got to do?
Right.
And I'm like, why would you even? I was like, I had that complete imposter syndrome. I was like, she
Yeah.
sees me. And then I literally felt like I was paralyzed. I started to do this thing that hairdressers do. This is maybe triggering to some people. But
Are you going to keep touching? Oh.
you guys know. Yeah, sort of.
Why do hairstylists do that? It's
When they
triggering.
finish your hair, they just keep.
Yeah.
Basically, you don't know what you're doing.
That's great.
Hairdressers may come for me, but when I'm doing this, I'm like, please, something happen. Someone say something fall for something. I've got to. There's a.
Oh my God.
That's touching.
Let's avoid what's happening.
Yeah.
So basically, I had that. And then I remember Kate's voice. She said to me on the way in the car, she was like, if you don't make this work, Chris, you're going to have to come home. Because I had 2 kids to provide for. Like, I didn't have the luxury. We were poor as fuck. Like, I didn't have the luxury of like...
Just being single. Yeah.
Yeah, living my gay life. I had to provide for the kids. We always had that commitment. And I remember her voice, and I kind of came back to myself, and I was like, I didn't come this far from this far. I know what I'm doing. And I had these wigs. I said, let's just try this hairpiece. So I got one out of the bag, and I put it on her head. And she was like, oh, cool. And she was like, oh, I like it. And there was like 10 minutes. So I put it on her head. She ran off and went on The Voice. And I remember she came off, and she was like talking to the contestants, and she looked over at me, and she's like, everyone likes your wig. And then carried on talking. And in that moment, like, I knew. But I tell you now, I swear to you, if I hadn't have took that leap of faith and come back to myself, and maybe Kate believing in me even when I didn't, I wouldn't be here now. I wouldn't have written the book for sure. I wouldn't have done any of the celebrities. I would still be in Leicester, probably believing a version of myself I was told as a kid. And I think a lot of people have that. A lot of people like believe the things they've always just been told because it's scary to do anything else.
Right.
Fortunately, I had someone that saw me when I didn't.
Right.
But now I've learned to do that to myself, because then you get into like bad relationships, you get into bad friendships, you make bad financial decisions. It affects everything in your life.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the Kardashians? You're like go-to for all the girls.
Yeah, go to it.
We have to go.
Oh, we're out of time.
Time.
No.
Yeah, because we're running late.
We'll have to do your hair.
Okay, well,
Right, stand up.
Okay, we're finishing up Claudia's hair. We will post the final photos. I'm so excited to see on Instagram. Chris Appleton, thank you so much for coming to the Toast, our redemption episode. Live haircut, never been done before. Nobody can do it like the Toast.
no, that's not true. I'll send you a
Claudia,
picture.
We're probably so fabulous. I can't with us.
Guys, are you excited to see
Pick
this
up
hair?
your copy of Your Roots Don't Define You for some more Chris in your life and some more positive self-talk. We appreciate your time, and we will see you tomorrow. Love ya with new hair. Love ya. Bye.